Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the murk, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures. 3-course meals for dinners. 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different. Cause the bag is different.
This can't come out.
Yeah. Right, this is the plate, this is the spot, yeah?
I'm just trying, not even on the gym vibe, I'm trying to be like you, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
What am I saying here?
This is not, my God. Let me even, oh,
shit. I got some ice over here as well.
Shit, boy. Yeah, that's how you supposed to make a nigga feel. That's how you supposed to make a nigga feel.
Over there.
He said, shit, we in here.
Jeez.
Banging though.
General Gabs, Gucci Gabs.
Let's do it. Oh, God. Let's go. Yeah. I even got my fade today.
Woo! Clean. Straight from the barbers, yeah?
Straight from the barbers, boy.
The laughing 3D, boy. You know something? You laugh, bro. Where did you learn that laugh, bro?
Brother, you know what? It's in my family, you know. My brothers, all of us, we just laugh the same way.
Some villain laugh.
My brother Steve, my oldest one, he's the worst. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and even the eyes as well, bro. Some evil eyes, bro.
I didn't even get your name, bro. What's your name? What? I didn't.
Jack, Dammy, innit?
Jack,
yeah.
Dammy.
Yeah, Dammy or Jack.
I didn't even talk when you messaged me, I'm like, yeah. In my head, I was like, shit, I don't even know who this guy.
That's crazy, yeah.
Then Stater messaged me, because you said States. Then I didn't message him, but obviously he didn't message me. I didn't say nothing. Then States was like, hey, yo, do you want to do this thing? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't really know who the guy is. He's like, no, that's my guy. And I'm like, States, if you say so, then I got nothing to say from there. Like, that means that we all guys.
You know what's crazy? No, because my vision was to actually have you and Adam to do one as well, bro, innit?
Adam is active, man. Jesus
that guy
Christ.
just says he's a maniac.
He's a nut job, bro. Fuck me, bro. That guy is a nut job. That guy.
That's alright. That's alright. Because I must have seen you on Adam Snap one time, innit?
Yeah,
talking about some. I don't know. One of you wanted to go Nando's. The other one of you wanted to do.
That was a good story. I'm like, it's testament to who I am as a person, character-wise. I don't know what Adam thought maybe I was. But fam, I was happy to just go Nando's.
But to be
you
fair,
trying to say STK. I'm like...
Nah, man, I'm just hungry, innit? I'm not trying to do fine dining.
Like, it was a fucking, like, Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm like, I'm thinking, has this guy done job today or something? Like, he's charged.
This guy, bro.
Him and...
in fact, I was with him that day.
Is it Clinton?
No. Clifford. Yeah.
Clifford, I'm like...
What these guys?
Clifford is looking at me like, bro, we can do Nando's. I'm like, Clifford, hell yeah. I'm like, with the Nando's, we can go and get extra chicken if you want. I can get a fucking takeaway.
I'm saying, man, even bless the person on the table next to you.
Bless the person on the table next to me. Like, it's like, no. Yeah, it's like, by the time we got there, oh my God, I couldn't believe it, bro. The bill was about £300 or something.
What's that, SDK?
Bruv, between my nephew come, and the way he was talking, I was like, yeah, but I already gave my nephew the little pep talk before he come on that. Like,
don't do too much.
Like, let's just see how this goes because maybe they've got a method that I don't know about. You know, like that. So just order something basic. Because the way he says, yeah, bring your nephew, come. I'm like, yeah, this guy must be matching the work. Because I've been SDK. Remember, that's on block. So.
Well, where are you from anyway?
Stratford.
Stratford is original.
Original.
And what? Like throughout the whole of your life?
Throughout the whole of my life.
Oh, wow, so you never moved out?
No. I only moved out maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And that was the Essex.
Okay, so that means you're native.
Yeah, born
you know, sometimes, innit, some niggas are from there, then they move out.
Yeah.
And people from the area, they know that guy's from there, but they give him a bit of a hard time because you're not from there anymore, innit? So you're from there,
Born bred, man.
Okay.
Born bred, like, involved. So, like, you say chronic.
Oh,
you know that does sprays chronic.
Yeah.
So that's my OD. That's my big dog.
Right. You know what's crazy? I never knew, because I used to hear about him in, in music here.
Yeah.
Until he come on Spray, I had no idea he was a maniac like that.
Yeah. But Spray's thing doesn't give him the respect that he deserves.
No, but I could tell already, innit? When I hear him
For
speak.
someone like me, when I'm watching like Dread on Spray's thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, is that his actual different name? Is his name Dread as well?
Yeah, well, something to say. You'd call him Chronic, or you might call him Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He's Dread. Like he had.
And not because Dread. Oh, okay, cool.
Like what? From what I remember, he's Dread.
Okay.
You don't talk to Dread like this.
But then again, was it there? Wait, how old are you in it?
I'm 35.
And so he must be
So he's got to be in his 40s or something.
Yeah, so they're older generation.
Do you get what I'm saying? His generation is my eldest brother's generation.
Oh, wow, okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? My eldest
your brother, he's Maryland as well.
So my eldest brother wouldn't be Maryland, but he was Alma Street. He lived on Alma Street, which is in Maryland.
Okay, what? You didn't live together at the time?
We did live together, but Maryland was different. So when you say Alma Street, cool. Alma Street is like a group of us African kids.
Okay, cool.
You know, like rough around the edge, knuckleheads. But obviously you do the fraud, like the F thing that way. Whereas Maryland was
just gang. Hey, I'm gonna zoom in on that, bro. Hey, that laugh of yours. Anyway, let me in fact, because we've already started recording anyway, innit? But let me just tell you what this is first and foremost, innit? Because you're already calm in it, you're already relaxed in it. But this can't come out. And the premise is we have beautiful, unfiltered conversations, innit?
Yeah.
Now the issue with that is we're probably gonna say some shit we don't want the world to know about. And
you probably won't. You say something. I don't say wild things.
But cool. But at the end of the day, what you mean? A couple of your videos got taken down, and I don't know why, innit?
What video got taken down?
Well, apparently you had an oil boy. What was it?
Yeah, but that got taken down because I highlighted what snitching was.
Okay, so why is that the case for it to get taken down?
Because the person that took it down is involved
in the snitching.
Is involved with the actual setup. So Charlie Mace, he tried to call me out on that, like, raw. What did he say? He goes, if you're bad, say it. Now, I'm not bad, don't get me wrong. Mean? Like, because we was talking about it from beforehand.
What does he mean? If you're bad, say it.
Because he was a bit like, we was talking about it, but he's trying to defend the fact that there was no snitching. But the truth is that there was snitching. And I don't care if you're my friend or you're not my friend. I'll tell you when you've nicked or when you haven't nicked.
Oh, I think I even know the situation you're talking about.
Like, I'm a bit like, but Charlie was, and then he's basically trying to draw me out on that, like, if you're bad, say it. And I'm like,
what does that mean, though? I don't get what that means, though.
You have to be in the conversation. So when he's talking, we're talking about things. I'm like, I can't remember exactly how it went, but it was like, you're expecting me not to say what it is I'm going to say. I'll say it. And that's not...
Oh, I get it now. Oh, if you're bad, say it.
If you're bad, say it.
Okay,
but it's not enough to do it being bad. It's about calling a spade a spade. If you want to decorate it in another way...
And if you do certain things within those parameters...
You know what I'm saying? So, like, let's say you and I go and do something. And we agree to go and do something. And whatever we've done has now gone left. And let's say you get grabbed. If you turn around and you say, maybe you didn't directly say me, but you said that the person that you've done it with owns this brand. And let's just say I'm the one that owns the brand.
Yeah, you're telling it, yeah. Yo, this laugh of yours, man. Bam, that's going to be on intro, bro. I'm just putting it on intro. Okay,
do you get what I'm saying? Cool. So to me, maybe you haven't directly niched, but you've indirectly niched.
What? How come you're not saying the full word?
Well, because it's not direct, because you didn't say me, but what you've done is you've said...
What do you call it? You call it niched.
Yeah.
Niched?
You're niching, isn't it? So it's like, if you're looking at it from, like, direct, it's not direct because you didn't say me, but what you've made clear is, I didn't do it.
Somebody else did it. Yeah.
But who owns the company that did it?
So if you look into there, yeah.
So technically, without saying me, you've said...
Yeah, you said it was me. Okay. And he was close to the situation, so he just didn't put it out.
He was involved in the situation.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, you could have said something else, but you said the person that's done it is the person that owns this business. But the person that owns the business is... So without saying me, you
said it. Yeah, you've told them.
So now I'm involved.
I know.
Do you get what I'm saying?
In fact, this one ain't even gonna come out, but a similar situation in it where one of my friends,
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
But again, people don't really understand the judiciary system properly. And the nature of my work for over 10 years now.
Oh yeah, what? You're a teacher or something?
I have a mentoring company that works with young people. Do you know what I mean? So,
all right, that's a vibe, man.
You know, I've been working with young people for like 10 years. But the company formed maybe like 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm a director of that company.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like...
And you founded it, what you say, about 10 years now?
No, so I was working in schools from 2014. That's obviously 10 years ago. Then obviously...
Well, as a teacher?
No, at the first I was a learning support assistant.
Okay.
I needed to get through and do that. And then eventually my role grew into behavior manager, behavior instructor.
Okay.
Slightly deputy head without actually the title of being deputy head.
Just doing the work though.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, but again, regardless of how you want to look at it, it's still support stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, but
you're doing the job.
If you're in the right position, you know how it works. You know, you just have to keep quiet of how things go. Do you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to pay. You know what I mean? So when I met the person that I met, I don't want to say his name. We just clicked. He was a high rising star and he needed someone beside him, and we had a team. There was me, there was him, and there was her. And our team was just solid. She's head of child protection. He's the deputy head. I'm the instructor. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like in ends, you know, everyone has a role. There's a swag man, there's the leng man, there's the forcer man, and then there's the joker one, and there's the one that brings the girls around. You know what I'm saying? I've always played my role in a group. Do you get what I'm saying? So in that situation there with work, it was no different. I was in the job for my own personal reasons, and that had nothing to do with the job itself.
What were those?
Because at the time when I worked and I got the job, I needed to transition. I was trying to basically get into property. Now you can have money, but if you don't have pay slips,
money,
it don't work.
Yeah.
Now obviously, I needed to get a job, and obviously I had to finish my degree. So
what's your degree in?
So I started off in physical education and sport because I wanted to become a PE teacher.
Okay, that's
yeah. I like the idea of going to work in a tracksuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that was inspired by a number of a couple of teachers, but I won't name their names. They inspired me, so I was quite happy with that. Then I found out later on that PE is a foundation course. This is when I'm actually, when you look at like the national curriculum, and you look at like subjects, the main subjects are maths, English, and science. Any other subject, creative or whatever, it's like, it's not really a relevant subject. So you can get paid quite well from it if, for some strange reason, you are a creative school. But if you're not like a creative school or a sports science school, it's a foundation course. So when you do like PE in GCSE, what I understood from it, from what I read, understood, and learned, was that PE was a subject that anyone could pass.
Yeah. Well, it depends to what level. Because some of the man tried to do PE level, and they said that shit was biology, bruv.
But A level was different from GCSE.
Yeah. GCSE,
you know what I'm saying? So obviously, when I understood that, and I then understood the different levels of PE, I then began to understand that, like, I don't want to feel like I've got success in uni because of a foundation type course. Because I was in my mind going to be a PE teacher in a secondary school. So as much as I might be a teacher, it's not really respected like that.
Okay,
like English, maths, and science.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I didn't realize, like, from doing physical education and sport, that I didn't know myself that PE is divided into 3 areas: physiology, sociology, and psychology. Now, I've heard psychology and sociology before, but I've never explored it before. Before uni, I've heard it, and then I started understanding sociology and sport through my physical education and sport. I didn't even know that there was a sociology that was nothing to do with sport, just generally sociology.
All right.
Which explains culture, behavior, society, behavior, people, the world, a lot. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't good at education.
All right.
For the first time in my life, I actually enjoyed to read.
Wow.
And that was at uni. So by the time I did my last year at uni, I dropped physical education.
And just focus on sociology.
Sociology.
All right. Well, so wait.
Because what I understood, what's so mad, yeah, I become an activist even for women.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because I never understood what when they say the feminist theory, all these theories, I'm like, well, then I started understanding like, okay, well, the reason why girls don't like doing PE in sport is because they have big breasts. And they don't want their breast passed, or they're not interested in sport because it's a male-dominated sport. I never, in PE, when I was in school, you never looked at it that way. You just thought that the girls wasn't interested because they'd rather do their nails. But you didn't look at it from a deeper level. Girls are not really encouraged to do sport because it's considered to be masculine. Then what's this thing of masculine and feminine? It's not based on your actual biology. It's based on the natural fact, your interpretation of masculine and feminine. It's based on the stereotypical ideals of those things.
Well, is this your degree kicker?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so then but this was beyond my degree. I read these things not because I wanted to pass. Because education was more about reading to pass.
Yeah.
I began to read it and say, no wonder why Becca and Brina and them used to sit on the side. They didn't want to be seen as boys. Sports is for boys. Especially
secondary school during them periods when their bodies are changing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't look at it that way. I'm like, so there's sports for girls only? So netball would be considered a girl sport. But I was the center in my netball team.
What, you play netball? No way. Fam, how you play netball?
I'm serious.
What, to the basketball team?
I was still in the basketball team.
Right.
But Miss Campbell in primary school, she was like, Gabs, you can do this. You could do netball.
I never knew there was a male netball. I never knew.
So there was mixed. So when we used to go to Crystal Palace for all the big sports, where all the boroughs and all the schools, I was a centre.
Right. What about basketball? What position did you
Point guard. I was point guard.
Starting five?
Yeah, young bloods.
All right.
In my
so how's
peak,
your actual handle? Is it actually good?
Yeah. But I wasn't there more for my handles. I was there more for my defense.
Okay, yeah.
And I was a structured player. I understood the system. So I was never really the star on the team. But I was always able to give it to the star.
Okay,
do you get it? Yeah. And you know, there's some people that, you know.
And defense is very, very important, especially at that level,
so
isn't it?
I wouldn't be half court. My brother would put me in.
Full court press.
Get that ball back.
Right,
and I look at him in his face and be like...
Well, your brother was on the same team?
He was the coach.
Oh, your brother's the coach? Right, well, in fact, what's your family dynamic? What's the age difference between... Because I'm trying to figure this out.
Age. My eldest brother, he's like 44.
Okay.
My brother below him, he's like 43 or 42.
Okay, cool. And
then it's me, 35.
Okay.
And then it's my younger brother...
4 of you?
Yeah.
Jesus, boy.
Yeah.
What, same mum, same dad?
Same mum, same dad.
Fucking hell, what, no sisters? What?
Nah, they didn't get a girl, you know.
Wow.
Although they wanted my little brother to be a girl, but it didn't work out.
Why did you want your little brother to be a girl? I'm pissed. I had a little sister.
I'm sure my mum probably wanted a woman in the house. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that's light skinned.
What?
Yeah.
Your little sister's the only one that's
my brother.
Your brother's the only one that's... Which one?
The rest of us are all dark skinned. The youngest one is
You're not really dark skinned though, but you're black.
Like brown. You and I were the same complexion. If you see my brother, you're going to be asking
light skin, babe, Drake.
How the hell did you get so yellow?
In fact, let me just tell you what I've gone anyway.
Yeah.
When we finish this, I'm going to send you a copy first and foremost.
Yeah, I watch some of your stuff.
And then basically tell me all the shit you don't want in, and then I release it in it. So that's what I'm saying. So we can just talk normally in it. So continue. Yeah, you're playing netball. That's crazy.
Yeah, I did netball when I was in, because I was so good at basketball, not because of me, but obviously my brother was the coach. He was playing basketball. So luckily for me, I had my brother who could take me to every single event. Sunny D, 3-on-3, Young Bloods, like shout out to Young Bloods. Like it was, I had a great childhood as far as sports and stuff like that. And obviously, like I could handle, and I was butch. You know what I'm saying?
Your point
I might have been short, but I was butch.
Point guard is the position where you can be short.
Because he wasn't.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
But I'm that guy that. Even the big guys come, I'm taking the charge.
Yeah.
But you know, we from Newham, it's a bit rough. No different from like Tottenham or South or like wherever. Like, you know, when you come, it's an African thing. We're all tough.
Yeah.
We've been groomed different.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? So.
So back to your education, because you said basically, what made you even go university then, for instance, if you weren't really feeling education like that?
It was something that you did.
Okay, yeah, 100%. Nigeria now, it wasn't even, you couldn't even consider not going to university.
On my life, yeah. I had no business in university. My first university, I was kicked out.
Bruh, for doing what? Is he allowed to speak about this? What did you do in your first university?
It wasn't so much about what I did. It was the number of things I did. But the last one was my lecturer.
What did you do to the lecturer? What did you do to your lecturer?
We got into it. Let's just put it that way.
Did you put hands on your lecturer?
Baby. But again, you're looking at the wrong way. You're looking at the wrong way.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm looking at the wrong way, man? However way can I look here? How did you put hands on your lecturer?
I was socially developed different. I wasn't meant to go to university at that time. I wasn't academically mature enough for it. I wasn't emotionally mature enough for it.
We're the same age. Do you know what's hilarious about that? Because during that
George
period
was in
of
my
time...
same...
Hertfordshire you got kicked out of?
Yeah.
All right.
George was in the same uni.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait. Did you go at the same time as George? Or you must
Same time, same year.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm thinking, university...
His group and our group, we didn't like each other.
You didn't... he told me something about that as a back... I can see you man follow each other, innit?
I have so much respect for him. I have so much appreciation for him. At the time, I had it as well. Mm-hmm. But again...
You said you were a menace, innit?
You just pick sides, innit? And I had my group, he had his group. But
what was the group based on? Just who you knew already before?
Our group was a bit of a weird mix because you had guys from Essex, you had guys from Hackney, you had guys from Stratford, but we had a sort of common thing. It's like East Road. Yeah. But his group, they were all from the same area.
Well, Edmonton then, innit?
Yeah, like
okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think he had to develop a friendship group. Whereas I developed a friendship group. I had one or two. Like I had Ola and let's say Lucas, backchat Lucas.
Right, yeah. He mentioned that you man. Well, he was in the same class or something, yeah.
But Lucas wasn't. I didn't know him in ends.
Okay.
I'd see him in Maryland. Let's say going to Tasties. It's the African shop.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Purely based on the fact that my close brethren, FD. They went to the same church.
Oh, Lucas and FD.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and Bisco.
Okay, cool.
So they went to the same church. So I would see him. And obviously you give a nod on that. Like, you acknowledge
You're
that.
You're familiar with the face. Yeah, I know
but
you.
But not that I've spoken to you. It's only until I got to uni.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. Familiarity will just make you cool with someone.
We just linked up.
Yeah.
And then that brotherhood just become like I'm locked in with him for life at this point. Do you know what I'm saying? So... And then Ola, like he's from Stratford, like he's West Ham side, he's them side. So obviously, it's all the link up. It's the same thing. Like
Stratford, I'm surprised you don't support West Ham. I know you support Arsenal.
That's what Arsenal.
Yeah, I know you support Arsenal. Innit?
Yeah,
you know what? I'm not even sure you know because I looked on my what was it? My mutual friends. You know, I know your baby mum, and I've seen your son, innit?
Yeah.
Damn, that guy is too cool for school, and it just makes so much sense, innit? Like the whole vibe, like he's just a cool, he's a cool kid,
lovely
innit?
Kid, man.
So wait, but explain more. How does one end up hitting putting hands on their lecturer? How does that even happen? Hey, you're a nutcase, bruv.
You know what it was? I had no business being in uni.
I feel you.
I struggled mentally in uni.
Right, why?
I was so used to being on the block that okay. Rewind. You get your UCAS points, right?
Oh yeah.
You're applying for uni. The reason why I picked uni was because of one of my brethren that was in the older year. I picked Hertfordshire. In fact, tell a lie. It wasn't him. He said he was going. He's in second year. I was still in, he was in first year. I was still in sixth form. It was because of one girl in particular that I picked Hertfordshire.
What, a girl you fancied?
I didn't even fancy her. I was just cool with her. She said Hertfordshire, it's going to be lit. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I picked Derby. Something Yorkshire, I picked some whack. Ask me if I've ever actually been out of ends like that. I'm picking all these random places. I've never even been to these places before. I don't go far from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the most you go central.
Why do you reckon you did that though?
Because you're socially conditioned different. Like, where am I going? I'm from Maryland. Where am I going?
I'm saying, why would you even consider Derby then, innit? Because that might be a good strategy.
I heard someone else say it.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what uni was. I knew I had to do sixth form when I was doing sixth form, but that's because I was kicked out of college and then I went to sixth form.
What was it, your secondary school sixth form you went back to?
My secondary school didn't have the sixth form. Even if it did.
The way this nigga laughed was like, they wouldn't even accept me back.
They ain't gonna.
This guy.
Listen to this. I was so road.
How road are we talking? On a level of 1 to 10. Let me hear some. How road are we talking?
I'm gonna say 80. 90%, 80 to 90%.
That's pretty high, to be fair, isn't it?
My saving grace was that before we merged from Alma to Maryland, the African lot within that set, we have a common kind of mentality. And I had a special friend in form of Skrilla. And he was just one of them guys that he always had his nugget. Whereas me,
you didn't have your nugget?
I didn't have my nugget, bruv. I'm serious.
Nigerian boy, were you brought up in church?
Yeah.
Wow, where did that nugget go? Because that's been my saving grace, you know? Because I've personally always been a good youth.
So the only reason why I was able to be safe was because of church. But the bottom line is that by the time I finished year 11 and I failed my GCSEs,
you said, fuck it.
I'm not good at anything else. But you know what? Also,
that's the worst feeling in the world, boy.
Yeah, I was good at even having a scrap. I wasn't. I was good at taking a beating.
That's
now, one thing I've always had is a beating. From church, I'm celestial, bearing in mind. Everyone's your dad.
Yeah, they could just wipe you.
From church, from ends, from my brothers. I was always got to take a beat. I didn't actually know how to throw hands. But I can always take a beat.
See that over there? That makes you a menace off the rip. From time you don't mind getting wiped, you're capable of anything.
So every embarrassing moment, that you think for new people that will come when they do the mad thing, I done experience this thing 10 times over. So if something was to happen, my reaction wouldn't be straight away, I gotta get you to prove myself. I've already experienced all the things you could possibly experience as far as embarrassing moments. So by the time I failed my GCSEs, I went home. I went to my bunk bed. I cried. And after I finished that cry, I wiped my face. I said, fam, I said to Loso, shout out to Los, I made a decision that night that I would die for this. Just to show the city what it took to be alive for this.
Was it Drake, yeah? Drake, 9.
I can't be good at, I'm not good at nothing else. But you see this thing here? I've seen the respect that comes from it. I've seen the fear that comes from it.
What age is this? So GCSEs, this is year 11
16,
then, isn't it?
15. And at that point there, priority 1, I'm on it.
You know what's crazy,
fight
yeah?
After fight, he didn't have to ask me to fight.
Let me tell you something.
Any opportunity my brethren had, or anyone my brethren had for a scrap, I wanted to fight for you. It was training ground. If I could scrap these lot, by the time it's time to go to the big league, I can go to the big league and with them lot. And I'm winning.
But you see,
because I can take a beating.
All of the villain original stories I know, they begin like that. Conscious, because really and truly, now obviously not everyone's got the heart for it, but really and truly, being bad is one of the easiest things to beat. It's the easiest thing to beat.
At the time, it wasn't easy. Because you're not looking at it from a different perspective. When you look at it now compared to then, well, all you gotta do is have 2-3 months of touching someone's shoulder, and before you know it, you're the scariest guy going.
But it has to be a decision within.
But you have to accept that you're no longer African. You no longer have morals. You no longer have principles. Church is second nature. You can still go to church, but You're evil.
Yeah, facts.
You just have to accept it. And you also have to accept that you're happy to go to jail.
Mm-hmm. And also, you can die. You can also die. You have to be prepared for that.
And you're happy to die for this thing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, what would you reckon? What when you look back at what you decided over there, what do you think about that now, innit? Especially someone that's a father right now. What do you reckon? What do you do to make sure your child doesn't do that?
Oh, that's got nothing to do. His mum's gonna make sure of that. First and foremost. But I don't do nothing to make sure I'm not, because I didn't look at all of that as a negative. I looked at all of that as a positive.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at how all of those significant moments, GCSEs, church, the lot, I looked at how how vulnerable I was around them times.
Mm-hmm.
Me choosing to dedicate my life to something was not because I chose to. The decision come based on a vulnerability and insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
And I began to understand how important those vulnerabilities and insecurities are.
Mm-hmm.
I become at peace with the vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
I become scared of the insecurity. Because the insecurity now will put you in a position where you do something mad. And I had to then tackle those insecurities. That thing of, they're talking about you. Yeah, you got to get them. I had to tackle that. Because if you're not careful, you go and do something, and before you know it, you're done.
Well, have you been in prison before?
I've never been. Very close though.
Praise the Lord. Now, sometimes you just feel that.
Church of Christ, bro. I've said white garment. I still got my garment at home. I may not go to church, but I go on my knees. I take my Bible. I take my power cloth.
Sometimes, now think
pray
about
quietly, bro.
I know you probably as well, innit? Know people that have been prison that didn't even deserve to be there. You know what I'm saying? Innit?
Had no intentions of being there, didn't want to be there, but we already programmed that prison was like
possible
boot camp. It was almost like going to prison was like a badge of honor. That's how the mentality was.
Yeah.
That's how we was wired.
And I remember some of your content as well.
One of my brethren specifically, I remember we were chilling on the block. This was like, I could have been like 17, 16. It's like, I'm going to do this for a bit. I didn't say who. I'm doing this for a bit. And then, obviously, do my time in jail. He's already predicting jail before we even go in near jail. Wow. I need to go and experience it, see what, and then go mash up the wing. I'm like, straight away, like, yeah. Same thing, really.
Really? And you're saying this, and
and I believe it.
Bro, that's scary, bro.
Because, again, remember, your universe is based on what? It's not a worldly universe. It's based on the minority within the minority. But not even the minority with the minority. If you have a culture, sub culture, and you think that that's your universe.
It's mental though, bro. That's
but
dangerous.
Again, the only thing you do is go to the park, go to school, go to this, go to that. You think that that's your universe, but there's a world so much more bigger than your universe. But you can't explore it because you're not nowhere near it. You wake up every day and do the same thing.
That's why our parents are right,
so
man.
You're socially conditioned
about keeping your company as well. Because I remember one time, basically, one of my cousins must have he was on like remand, and then basically bus case, and then basically all of his gang, and I haven't been in gang in it. All of his gang was inside of his yard, and I remember they were making a DVD, and I was inside of the yard, and basically all of them were saying, "Yo, bro. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Bro, the shit that these niggas were saying, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. One of them was like, I'll be 10 years into 10 years into a 25 murder sentence, blah, blah, blah. I would have done this, I would have done that. Nothing positive. And that gang doesn't even exist anymore, bro. They all, it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy. All of them were not on road no more. Some of them don't fuck with each other no more. They've all been inside.
The reality is that you don't actually understand what you're committing to. And life at the time that you're making these decisions hasn't really hit you yet. Remember, you're very much impressionable. You actually believe that the respect based on these people is what, in actual fact, gives you the ultimate respect in life? and you value that shit so high so that you don't think of anything else.
Well, do you reckon that was your case as well?
What? I reckon. Well, how are you gonna tell me about, I don't know, being involved with Coca-Cola at the time where all I'm thinking about is making sure that when I go to Carnival, it's lit? My brain can't think that far. My imaginations don't go beyond what it is I know. I feel like the most important thing is to make sure that nobody tries it with me and I'm on it so that everyone knows that I'm on it. And that's where you get crazy value.
But you're from East London. You said what? It was in Maryland.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to you? Because I know the journey that you've been on, innit? What happened to you once you realised, isn't it, that, you know what, Maryland, you're getting up the ladder in Maryland. You're somebody in Maryland. And what happened when you realised, bro, there are 60 Marylands all over London? When you realised that, what happened to you?
I didn't actually realise that. Until my last year of uni.
Last? Why not first year? What happened? University usually teaches you that quickly.
I didn't even last 4 or 5 months in my first university, Hertfordshire. I was kicked out straight away. I was getting nicked left, right, and centre.
Nicked?
I was getting picked up left, right, and centre. In fact, I never got nicked in ends. I had to go to university to get my first nicking.
Wow.
My rap sheet was insane.
Your university rap sheet.
So on my last year of uni, when I actually understood sociology and how powerful it was, the Bible clicked, life clicked, family clicked, culture clicked, ends clicked, the block clicked, principles clicked, morals clicked, all of it clicked from that 1 year. And when I finished and I went back, I could never see things the same again.
Well, what was one of the biggest eye-openers, you reckon, from those lessons?
It wasn't a big eye-opener, but one of them that I take to my heart is that everybody has a place in society. Emile Durkheim.
What was
the
that?
functionist perspective.
Hey, what was that? You just speaking different languages?
Emile Durkheim, that's his name.
Okay, cool.
He has a book called Suicide. I've been reading that for a while. I read it, but I like to read it again from time to time. From the richest people to the poorest people, you have a place in society. The ultimate thing is that the place that you have in society is not always your choice. In order for society to function efficiently, we all must play a role within that society. So let's just say, for example, we're in a restaurant now and there's a fish on the table. We've ordered this fish, call it tilapia, whatever you want to call it. Who brought the tilapia to that table?
The waiter.
Where did the waiter get the tilapia from?
From the kitchen. A chef. What?
Where did that chef get the tilapia from?
The delivery man that dropped it off.
Where did the delivery man get that tilapia from?
From the nigga that caught it.
Where did they get the...
Nigga that caught it? I don't know, man. From the actual sea, I don't know, man, yeah.
Before this tilapia could come to our plate, this dinner, it's gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Now, the price of that tilapia, if you go and hunt it yourself, I don't know, could be £2, £1. By the time it's come to us, we're paying now £30, £40 for that tilapia. Yeah? In order for that tilapia to come to us, it's had to go through a journey. That journey is life. Everything functions in the way it does so that you can be where you are today. If one person is not in that equation, that tilapia doesn't get there. Now, the person that's hunting for the fish compared to the person that's eating the fish might be in two different positions. Which is that their place is to go to the sea, massive waves, winds, and go and hunt that fish. Yours could be that in actual fact, you pay an extra money for that fish. We all function in the way we do to make the whole thing work. Because if we don't buy that fish in that restaurant, this person that's hunting that fish is hunting for no reason. Everything functions in society.
And what, you reckon sociology is what that taught you that, yeah?
It was Emil Durkheim's theory.
What's his name again?
Emil Durkheim.
Okay.
We all have a place in society. So when I understood that, I began to understand, okay, we need people to be rich in order for there to be poor.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
We need
not everyone can just be balling in it, yeah.
Everyone has value. But guess what? The value of the person catching the fish is different from the value of the person buying the fish. Now, that value is heavily dependent on the circumstances. You're a worker catching fish. I'm the person paying overpriced fish. The poorest person underneath the bridge that's broke has value. The difference is that person's value compared to your value is going to be different. That value might not be based on monetary things. It might be based on the fact that when I drive past you, you're the reason why I always go to work. Because I don't want to join you under that bridge.
Amen.
Everybody has value within society.
So, I'm sorry, man. You see that laugh, bro? Yo, that laugh. Legendary, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we look at this thing properly and we look at this thing of functioning, if we don't have rich people, generally the majority of working class don't have a job. Someone needs to own the means of production in order for you to now earn a living.
Or create the business.
If we're all rich, then who works?
AI or robots or something. But
therefore, we don't function in society.
There'll be no such thing as rich if everybody is rich, innit?
Because then no one functions. Then how can we function if no one works? So we need people to fail their GCSEs.
Oh, my days.
We need people to lose in order for some of us to win. If you look at business,
it's facts though.
If you look at business generally, how many is the business owners in the majority or in the minority?
Owners, yeah, minority, man. It has to be minority, innit?
And what's in the majority?
The workers, man.
How do you think we've always functioned in society?
Yeah, that's facts.
When you understand that, you then begin to question, what's my place in this society? Because when you're on road and you're making money on road, you think you're on top of the world. You block rich. The truth is, when you look at the real world, you ain't jack shit. I could never go back to the block and look at the block the same again. The value that I thought come from being that guy on this block, being that. When I entered the actual real world through my imagination and my understanding of sociology, boy, we ain't shit.
And even about that, even about that block world, I remember one time I must have I linked one of my cousins. And he was, I was like, where are you? I'm like, I was in Tottenham. Funny, I'm not even too far from here. And you know Tottenham Hill? I was just over there, innit? Like he said he was gonna just come and pick me up, innit? So I was just in Tottenham Hill. And this guy drove, and then he just saw me in the middle of the road. And then he was like, rah, like, how are you just out here on the road like this, innit? Yeah. And I'm like, you know why? Because I ain't got no problems, bruv, innit? Yeah. And he couldn't fathom, innit? Like, just being loose, just on the street like that. Yeah. And that's because I ain't got beef. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got problems that.
It was crazy, though. You don't have beef, you don't have problems, but you have things that people want.
Yo.
And that's never going to change. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of how we live. So therefore, even when you don't have a problem, you actually have a problem.
Yeah, facts. There's
niggas naive to believe that you don't have a problem because you do this. But that camera, that speaker, that thing, it all costs money. And if someone wants a buck,
facts.
It's not personal.
It's never personal, but
it's just business.
Sad as it is, isn't it?
The game is the
game.
Sad
as it is, isn't it?
And that's how we function in society. If you take a school, you think that because you have a head teacher, you have a school? You need teachers. You need support staff. You need kids. You need cleaners. Every single person functions to make things work. If you don't have the cleaners, schools can't open. It's not hygienic. However, the value of a cleaner and the value of a head teacher is what?
Two separate values, man.
But it doesn't mean that the cleaner doesn't have value. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100.
Everyone has their own place that makes the system or the thing itself work. But doesn't mean that everybody likes their place. For a number of people that don't like their place, they're trying to get out of their place. And what they understand is that in order to get out of my place, sometimes I got to take you and what you've got to get out of my place because you have things that I need to get out of my place. It's not personal.
Sad story,
it's just
though,
business.
Nasty work.
The game is the game.
Well, so how are you finding your internet journey, innit? Because I find it interesting for you, innit?
Yeah, it's easy.
Is it? But then again, like you said, you know it's crazy, innit? Because maybe because of your background, innit? People may get the assumption that you might say mad shit, but you don't actually say crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Innit?
Well, the truth is that I don't have crazy thoughts.
Views, innit? Yeah, you ain't got.
I don't have crazy views. I don't have fetishes or. Yeah. There's no hidden things about me. So when I say it's easy because I don't have to be someone I'm not. I don't hide behind what it is I say or what I don't say. I'm a very practical person. Like, bro, we're talking about topics. You can go and hit me up and say, oh, but what about that? Well, yeah, I'll explain it if you want to ask me. Like, it's not like I don't have, by the time I've explained it to you, you can't turn around and say that you disagree with me. Because whatever it is, it's
the internet. Everyone disagrees.
Everyone's
a dickhead.
To do that because you want to take what I'm saying and interpret it in the way that you want to. But I didn't say what you're saying. You just took it and ran with it.
But they love doing that on the internet, boy.
What do you want to do?
Do you read your comments?
I used to only because they said that it's good for what's it called?
What's it?
There's a word social media use. So it boosts your page productivity or some shit like that.
I know the word you're talking about, man.
Not that I genuinely want to.
Engagement, that's it. Yeah.
Whatever. So like, I'm like, all right, cool. But then when Lo said to me, Gabs, you know you don't have to read this, innit? I'm like, oh, I don't have to comment? Yeah, just comment to the things that you think are interesting. So when someone brings an interesting point, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll comment to that. But other than that, when I see someone turn around and put like random things on my thing, like I'll be like, oh, I just like it.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it.
You could say some wild shit,
just like,
and then I just put like. I just put like.
Well, you reckon anyone's ever tried to draw you out in a comment before?
You always try to draw me out, but it's like, why would I be drawn out based on something that I didn't say?
Just like whatever.
So I would like your comment, whether it be rude or disrespectful. I've acknowledged it. Thank you. But I didn't actually say these things. So me trying to explain to you what it is I have said when
I haven't said that. As in, like, in terms of you didn't show it online, but you're thinking, who the fuck is this person doing? And I found myself staring at an avatar before. Like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm just looking at his picture, and I'm like, fuck this guy, man, innit?
I wouldn't say pissed. I'd say more like,
how dare you?
No, more like, really? Like, this what I'm doing is not what you're trying to do. What do you want me to do? Go back and forth with you before you know it now? Oh, I'm going to link you.
And it's not even a real person as well.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you making these comments? If you don't understand something, just say you don't understand.
And it's funny because the sort of because what I'm thinking, like, when I was on the internet, when I had Instagram before I was doing this, I'm like, the sort of person you have to be to even, why would you even do, even if you don't like somebody, disagree with them, why would you even need to type something negative and try to ruin somebody's day in the first place? I didn't even understand the psychology of somebody doing that. If you disagree and you got a point, fair enough. But all of this, fuck you, you're a dickhead, all of that stuff, I'm like, yo, what? Because, like, we function in society. People don't walk on road and say that to people. You know what I'm saying? How many times has anyone walked, even in your lectures in university, you said something to your teacher, the class hasn't said, shut up, you're chatting shit before. But why do they do it on the internet, bruv? It don't make no sense to me, bruv.
Well, I guess on the internet, you're allowed to kind of say whatever you want to say and hide behind your avatar.
Yeah, so which is the fake world?
It's not so much the fake world, because in some people's reality, that's their way of, in actual fact, being themselves. A person. That their reality is not the reality. And I had to learn that through my work. That some people live within virtual reality, and within virtual reality, they don't actually exist in the actual reality. They only exist in the virtual reality.
And their universe is based
on that. And there's a whole group of people that is happy to do that. Something like Sims. You live through Sims or something like that. You know what I mean? And you can like take the piss out of it, but the truth is there's different types of people in the world.
And that's what they get off on, innit?
And I'm learning more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? So when I have my mentality, it's hard for you to now be on some Gabs, how can you allow? No, I'm not allowing anything. What I'm saying to you is that there's so many different types of people in the world that if you believe that your way of doing things speaks for the world, you're insane.
Facts.
But I'm happy to allow you to believe that. I'll converse with you, but my brain doesn't work like yours. It did once upon a time when I was a youth, and I thought that this was my universe, but my universe is so much bigger than what you think it is. There's people that actually live in virtual reality.
Mental, mate.
And they have a whole family. Kids, wife.
Fuck off. What do you mean? Like a virtual wife and in virtual reality?
I wish you do the work I do.
Lord.
I've dealt with young people that I can sit there and say they have a whole family in virtual reality. As in, they log in on a certain time, they don't wash, they're not hygienic, they live in their room through virtual reality. The only thing they do is put food in their system to basically be able to function so that they can go on their thing. With the BA, whatever, the glasses, X, whatever it's called, and they live through it, and I've watched it. I've been introduced to families, and they have a family with someone else online. And they're talking to each other. How's your day, honey? Whatever else. And I'm like...
Yo. And they're happy.
And to a degree, to me, it's concerning only because of the fact that what you're putting in your body is not actually good. And you're not exercising your body, and you're not... Your health is but at the same time, I'm like, if let's say your reality is ends, someone has to tell you you're crazy.
Yeah, facts.
But the truth is that you're not crazy. You can't judge no one because that's your reality and this is my reality.
Yes, okay, you're over there. So you could potentially die.
So then I'm over here, and so someone could turn around and say you're stupid for that. But if someone else can tell me that you're stupid for that. So who's stupid? Who's not stupid?
Yeah, facts.
So then for someone that is like me, who's quite open-minded, I don't have a wild view. All I have is understanding, and I think that understanding is the greatest power you can have in this life, because to expect everyone to follow Christ is insane. When you have Buddhists, you have Muslims, you have Jews, you have Hindus. Why is your way of life the right way?
Facts.
It's always been
it's hard
something.
to convert people. It's like, bro,
So
the
then
same way you feel strongly in this, my man feels strongly in that. Yeah, facts.
So all I end up doing is being that what I understand to be, which is a good brother. I'm in the middle of all these different things and views, and all I do is like try to help this person understand that person, and that person understand this person, whilst maintaining, yes, I am a Christian, but at the same time, I'm happy to go to a Hindu temple. And experience what it is that you experience and learn about your gods.
Have you been?
I have, of course.
All right. What was that experience like then?
Wonderful. It was great.
What year you reckon? What year did this happen?
I think it was like maybe 2-3 years ago. I need to go to another one again. I think they got festivals that they do. I stopped studying it a while, so I don't remember too much of it. But like, it was really nice. It was. They have their own style of knives. You have a knife in their religion. No, that was Sikhs. The Sikhs.
Oh yeah.
They have their own and
the sword type thing.
Yeah, the sword kind of thing, and it's like specifically for you. Protect, like it's interesting. Like
what brought you into the internet? You reckon?
In terms of,
I know, because it's like, I guess, for instance, like what made you decide to do what you do? As in, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing made me do it. It was more like, on block, I always talk, innit? We converse. And Loso, obviously, at the time was my young buck, if you want to call it that.
Was that the guy that your blood?
The voice, yeah, my blood. So he used to run for me quite a bit. You know, we did all right. And I always advised him in the opposite way of the way I live. Do you know what I'm saying? And for him, he would always come to me and every now and then talk to me and whatever else. And in his mind, it's like, Gabs, the things you say, people don't say. And in my mind, I'm like, nah, they do. You just ain't listening. And he's like, nah, Gabs, bro, the way your brain works is completely different. Like, you understand the streets. You also cook. You this, to that. You're so like, and the things you come out with, I'm like, sometimes he sits there and he's like, how the fuck do you know this? And I'll be like, well, also, I do read. Like, take whatever you think of me, I read. Like, I like to study. You know what I mean? Not because I'm trying to pass, but because I appreciate education. I like the mental stimulation. It's like, Gabs, people need to see you, man. They need to hear this. And obviously, he's got platforms. And I'm like,
was there more than one? More than your? He's got Good Man Factory.
Okay. He does that. And he obviously does for other people. But the one I know of directly is Good Man Factory. He's the cameraman for all that. And he's like, it was me, him, and Lucas. And Lucas is like, yeah, you know what, Gabs? You're made for this stuff, you know? And I'm like, I didn't think of it at first. I didn't think anything of it. And then obviously I started reflecting about like when I was in school and the reasons why I didn't, like, let's say, pursue drama and talk much, which kind of made me feel sad to a degree. But like, again, peer pressure is peer pressure.
Oh, you reckon what? So you were kind of interested in that type of shit?
I was always a joker in school. But my jokes was kind of like dry jokes. There wasn't jokes like, your mama's so fat, when she cut her knee, there's gravy pouring out. I was more of like, I make difficult situations sound funny. I make sense of
jokes.
Like I've got a sense of humor that's just a bit like,
a bit dark.
Because Gab says it, it's like, it's funny.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know I'm being funny. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I want to do drama and things like that, and the man them looking at me with Miss Miller, like, what? You guys got to do drama, you wigs, man. I'm like, no, I ain't do no drama. I'm about this, like, boy, you shut up, bro.
Pissed.
But the truth is, like, I was actually kind of like, I actually liked it. I was like, but I didn't have the confidence to do what it is I wanted to do. Remember, I was very impressionable. You know what I mean? Like, so when he's looking at me, he's like, Gabs, just do this. Like, you know what you do? Let me record you and let me just ask you questions.
Oh, and so the setup works really, really well for you.
So, you see what I'm saying? It's not like I got to go out of my way to do it.
And you might have a good team though, because it pops up on my shit, bear in it. And I don't watch nobody's videos.
This is not me. If you think it's me, you're a fool. And I'm not calling you a fool, but like, it's Los. He knows what he's doing. He knows how he's doing it. Credit goes to him. All I'm doing is producing the material.
And bringing yourself.
And I'm bringing myself. And I don't have to be anything or anyone else apart from myself. And it's working. So if it's working...
Bro, that laugh and those evil eyes, bro, together combined. It's just, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna, fam, your eyes look actually evil. Like, bro, what's my man seeing, bro?
It's not evil, by the way.
When you're looking at it's like the highlight of it. Now, when's the last time Gabs just cried, innit?
Maybe about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe.
And what do you reckon that was for? What was that for? What brought you to tears?
Whenever I pray, I cry.
Right, that's deep, boy.
Yeah. That's when I'm at my most vulnerable.
That's deep. I think I even saw your video.
I'm at my most vulnerable when, you know, I have my sultana.
What's that?
You Nigerian?
Yeah.
Celestial Church of Christ. White garment.
I'm not white garment though, innit?
But you know white garment though.
Yeah.
So sultana's your praying gown.
Okay, so the white gown, okay, yeah.
So I have my gown and I have my Bible wrapped in my power cloth. It's like a cross, blue cross, power cloth. And I have my son's sultana, his prayer gown from when he was baptized. And I hold that very close to me. So when I'm praying, sometimes his sultana's in front of me. I have my space where I pray. And at that point there, all my fears, all my issues, my thoughts, you know, it's my moment to cry. It's my moment to like, God, I'm naked. It's just me. Forget GabzTv or forget Scabs or Gucci Gabs or whatever. It's just me and you at this moment. And at this moment here, I'm scared. Gabriel's talking to you. Your child. You know what I'm saying? Not the one I created based on whatever you think I am. It's just the vulnerable side of me, and I always tend to cry. I read some of my scriptures, Psalm 51, which I've always read based on Celestial Church of Christ, and I cry and I make it clear I'm worried and I'm scared and I don't know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm trying my best. Guide me. Let me know. Give me a sign. And sometimes the sign that he gives me is not always good ones because I'm in difficult situations, but it's tests. And I know that he's testing me. He's testing if I'm capable of doing this. And I often pass the test because I understand how he talks to me.
Amen, man. That's a vibe. How frequently do you have those intense prayers?
Maybe every 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
You know what? It's great because even obviously that's still very, very prayerful. Because certain times you're just like I can speak for myself anyway. When I pray, I'll just be like, thank you, Father, blah 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 blah. I'm saying, but certain times you need to have them deep ones in it. And if you're doing that once every 3 weeks, bro, that's proper, man.
It's a whole process before I pray. I have to wash. Clean my body thoroughly. And that's not because like my celestial kind of dictates that. I picked that up from like Islam, where they wash their face 3 times and they wash their hands 3 times. And I picked everything up from different religions.
Because it makes sense, innit?
Because I think it makes sense.
Correctly
and have a
when
little prayer mat. You know what I mean? I like the idea of that. And in that moment, I'm at my purest form.
I've washed away like that.
Yeah. I've washed away all my
sin, nastiness.
There's no watch, there's no jewelry, I'm naked in my, there's no boxes on. I've just got my sultana on.
All right.
And I'm naked. It's me.
That's a vibe,
Talk
man.
to me. Like, I'm at my most vulnerable. You know when you're in front of a gorilla and you got to show your most vulnerable side to hope that the gorilla doesn't beat you down. That's me and God.
Okay, that's a vibe.
You know what I'm saying? So,
what now, in terms of, what do you reckon the biggest trauma that you faced was?
That's hard because I don't even know how to answer that because I don't look at trauma the same way as everyone else does.
What do you look at it as? Because I think I saw one of your videos saying that like some of your L's in it, you actually are blessings as well.
That wasn't trauma. It was all blessings. How else does God talk to me specifically? I can't speak for anyone else, but I only speak for me. It wasn't trauma. It was God's lesson. It was God's test. I had to go through that to understand this. How else was I going to understand?
Is there anything that's happened to you before that certain times, like maybe now you've shaken it off. At certain times you're like, nah. And yet sometimes it kind of irks you.
No.
Have you been to therapy before?
Yeah.
And what do you reckon brought you there? This guy.
My BMs.
Oh, right, okay. By the way, like I said, shit don't have to come out. Why do you reckon
It's not bad when it comes out. I'm not bothered about that.
I'm bothered about it because I'm not putting those shit. Yeah.
No, it was couples therapy, innit?
Oh, that's a vibe, man.
Trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with our relationship.
Oh shit, you proposed as well, innit?
I was engaged.
Right, okay. Yeah. What makes a man propose, isn't it?
Now or
no, back then, innit?
You're asking me specifically or people generally?
No, you. Was it a case of, yo, you know what? I found the one, this is my babes, and I'm out the game for, like, or was it a case
I believed that. I believed in my heart I found the one. Yeah, at that time. And I think at the time, a number of my friends was getting married.
Oh, you're
they were getting engaged. And at some point you had to kind of settle. And I also wanted to have a family too. I wanted to be a head of a family, lead and guide and put my own manhood in that situation. But I did that at a time where, let me not lie to you, I couldn't tell you I understood women. I didn't even understand her. I thought I did, but I didn't. And that's because I wasn't invested in understanding her. I thought that understanding of women based on my experiences and what I know, predominantly based on my mum, was that I'm going to be the best husband in the world. But again, that would have been the best husband in the world for my mum, not for the person I was.
The mum wants you to
with.
Yeah.
So the needs that my mum needed is not the same things that she needed. But I'm assuming that all women need the things that my mum needed.
That's grown though. But what? So you guys, what? Because fam, I feel like that's like proper grown for both of you to be like, you know what? Yo, we're trying to make this work. Now I'm saying, let's see somebody.
It wasn't grown on my part.
Oh, you didn't want to do it?
No.
Yeah, but you went though, innit? So that's still, trust me, if you didn't, no one put a gun to you and made you go there.
You didn't put a gun, but at the same time, I'm like, but you know what's so funny? I didn't want to do it. Respects to her. She really tried. You know, she's a very good woman. Eventually, she stopped going and I carried on going.
All right.
Yeah.
Bro, what happened? Because you know them people, they like to ask questions, isn't it? And sometimes you're like, fuck these people.
It was nice. It was nice to be able to talk to somebody who has no connection to you, knows nothing about
was it female or male?
It was a female, it was a woman.
Sometimes you feel, is this woman going to be biased? Because...
Nah, you know what? She was so cool. Like, she was so understanding and she was like, she put things in perspective. She even gave me a book to read and I read it. 4 Agreements. 4 Agreements.
Okay, what was it? Yeah. What do you reckon you learned from that?
Never to assume. Be impeccable with your word. I can't remember the other 2.
Fam, those are, even off the rip.
Be impeccable with your word. So when I understood that one, I sat there and thought, from young, I've always been careful with what I say and how I say it. Well, not from young, from a certain stage. So you're speaking volumes to the kind of person I am anyway. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I was reading, I was like, fuck therapy. I'm actually learning shit. And then what I understood from that is that I like learning. I like understanding more things. I'm a very understanding person. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not really a judgmental person. Doesn't work for me. So from that, it's like, I went back because I want to learn more things. So I was doing it based on my own.
You going there together?
Nah, at this point I was going by myself.
Oh, right. Fucking hell, man.
So again, something that in actual fact, I sat there and thought, fuck am I doing this for? Eventually come like, I'm actually enjoying these chats that we was having.
Now, when you argue, do you have that same, like arguing or debating with anybody, do you have that same, you know, some people when they're debating, they're stuck in their point. When you speak to people and argue with them, it's your vibe of, you know what? If you tell me something that I can digest and it will make sense to me, I'm actually willing to change my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not ignorant. No, I'm not stubborn.
But no one ever thinks they are, though, innit?
For me to argue based on a point means I know it all. I don't know it all. Just because you come with a different point doesn't mean that I'm going to agree with it for what it is that is my life. But what I can do is take some gems from what you're saying and apply it in the way that I need to apply it to my life makes more sense. Because maybe you've come with something that I didn't cover. In which case, I need to cover that part. Remember that your theory in your life and how you base your life is not wrong. It's perfectly fine based on how you live for your life.
And what I've
but if I throw something at you, which is that I question certain things and you don't have the answer to it, you can take it as, I'm taking the piss, I'm questioning your thing. Or you can take it as, I didn't cover that part. So you know what, let me make sure that our systems update my thing so that it can cover that part too. Because there was nothing wrong with the way I think. It's just that I need to acknowledge that the way I think needs to also not comply with everyone else, but be able to answer and respond to everyone else and still maintain what I think. So you take, for example, let's say someone's sexuality, you're gay or lesbian or whatever. I have no issues with you being gay. I accept that the world has gay people in high places. You could be employed by someone that's gay. I may not personally want to be indulging in those things, but I can respect the fact that you do. So in the world, where the world can be whatever it is that you want to be, and you're allowed to be, and you should be safe in the world to be whatever you want to be. In my home, I don't want that. Now, I don't control the world, but guess what? I control my home. And in my home, I don't want to be with men. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts, man.
That's not me saying I have something against being gay. It's just that I don't want that. I
like the lifestyle I have myself, and I want to conduct my lifestyle
if you're
in my
gay,
yard.
you can't come and visit me? No.
Has anyone gay ever visited you?
Of course, I got family that's gay.
Is it?
Yeah.
What? How close of relatives?
Very close. Maybe not blood related close, but like one of my brothers locked in, who's very much. He's so close that if I was to die, he would be the guy that fulfills my
will
wishes.
And stuff. Yeah.
He's gay.
All right. When did you find out? What was that
quite
like?
Quite early. I was only shocked because I always see him with women and a woman. So I assume naturally, obviously, your brain and ends. Bro, you got bare chicks. These times, I didn't know that they're just your brethren.
But what age did that happen when you figured?
Probably about 26, 25.
All right, because I mean, you know, back in the day when you're immature and childish, you'd be like, "What? Everyone on the man them, blah blah blah."
But he's not man them.
Fam, do you know? He's not man them.
No, he's not one of the man them.
Okay.
And again, this is what I'm trying to say. When you see me, it saddens me that all you see is mandem from me.
I can tell you, come on, man.
I'm so much more than like mandem. Like, and I don't expect the mandem to understand the fact that I understand that other side, because you're so locked into what it is that you know, which is perfectly fine. But I'm just like, I have different types of people and things in my life. I have a combination of different things that make me who I am. So you see in maths, there used to be this question where you have a graph and then you have the X's in the graph and you have to do a line between.
Which one's that?
There was a question in maths. I can't remember what it's called.
Pythagoras theorem, that one.
Was it Pythagoras, where you have to draw a line between all the crosses?
Okay,
Which basically shows that you can do a line from one end of the graph to another without touching the cross.
Okay, yeah. I know with the graphs and the sky diagram thing.
Like there's culture, profession, ends, boom. There's so many different crosses on it that represent who I am. When I talk, it's between every single one of those crosses.
I'm just well-rounded in life.
Because I'm a well-rounded person in life. If you base it just on ends, you're never gonna get the full. You're not gonna get the full thing.
You know, I've done this, you know, before. I brought one of my guys on in here.
Yeah.
Someone, obviously, because it's the concept, like, I don't release shit. This guy came out on here, innit? I was like, rah! I didn't know that. And he's like, yeah, man, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, fucking hell, mate. Shit, didn't even know that about you.
Once again, someone turn around and tell me that, I'm like, I'm super happy for you. What I maybe won't do is I'm not sharing the bed with you in case you fancy me. I'm a bit handsome, so I get it. You might feel like you want to make a pass, and I'm like, dude, I don't swing that way.
This guy.
But if that's what you want to do, that's fine. If you have a boyfriend or whatever else, and let's say you're coming to visit me, I ain't gonna turn around and say you can't come to my. No, come.
But if they're your friend, that's the thing about
brethren,
friendship.
like,
you're my friend already,
you're my
innit?
friend, like,
that's what I'm saying. Innit?
I don't care what it is that you like. Again, because obviously when you understand friendship, you look beyond what friendship means based on ends. You look beyond what friendship means based on profession or family. You know, you have to then formulate what a friend means to you. And what I understand is I have different friends in different ways for different purposes.
Well, sometimes you separate them intentionally?
Of course. I wouldn't bring some of my friends that I have from them sides to an event this meeting here. As much as they'll be here with me, I'm sure their eyes will be thinking,
Hey, that's a bad bag. That one's...
hello, motherfucker.
Oh, Lord, that's hilarious.
You know, there's some friends that, like, if I'm going to go and meet certain types of people,
you're like, you know what? Even though I'm here, they might not do anything, but still, what's the point, innit?
It's when I'm not here.
Yeah. I saw one of your things, innit, where you were telling that certain man that they shouldn't even come to the block when you're not even there, innit?
You know, because again, you're a lovely person. And I respect you massively, and but please don't think that every person around me thinks like
the same.
me.
Yeah, they're not me, innit? Yeah.
I beg you, please don't come here. It's not worth it. Like we meet in the coffee shop if you want. We go to dinner.
Why would they even want to come there without you?
Yeah, like what? To be honest with you, when I'm there, it's because they're my old school. But my heart is a bit different. Please don't come. Don't think this is cool. You could be caught up in shit that you didn't even know was even going on. You don't even clock when I'm there. When I sense certain things. All right, listen. You know, let me know if you need a bit of. I can slip something in your pocket, but other than that, please be safe and God bless you, bro. Cause I got a whole career, I got school run. My God.
In fact, something else that you said that was very interesting is that you don't want to have no more youth. Yeah. Can we do this? Let me go toilet, please.
Yeah,
sweet man. Yeah, just keep it running, man.
Yeah. We'll do that one. That you.
Hey, no, you need laugh therapy, bro. The laugh is cold, man. It's too evil, bro.
Sorry, I nicked the switch.
Huh? Come on, they're yours, man.
My God.
It's yours. Sweet. So, explain one. What made you not want to have children no more, man?
I think
you've got a beautiful son, talented son, and it's like 9 times out of 10, one will assume you'll be like, you know what? I had such a good time. I want to have one of these.
I did. My life was not designed to be a baby dad. I didn't plan to be a baby dad. I told you I was engaged, right? I proposed. I was supposed to be married. To have a family. To have a kid in a situation like, which could potentially be what it is that I'm in now, I don't want it. Because it's not the same. It's not the dynamic that I want.
Is that completely over, though? I mean, is there no way?
It's not that it's over. It's more like when you're in two different places, you don't know. And I'm not a wishful thinker. I'm a very practical man. Tell me what it is and what isn't. She's on her journey, I'm on my journey. We're cool, we ain't got no problems, but we're on different journeys. And we have to respect that.
Do you know what I always found weird? And obviously you can provide some insight for me, innit? And it's like two people, because no one in the world right now, apart from her, can probably contest you with that love for that child. You know what I'm saying, innit?
Yeah.
You love somebody so much. And it's one of them ones that you know that she does as well, to the point where even though you're not together, you know you can,
together. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, innit? So it's like, certain times you're like, you know what? Even, obviously, it's never a good reason to be with someone just for children. But certain times it's like, you know what? You're riding for this the way I'm riding for this, isn't it? And you know what I'm saying? But like you said, never say never anyway, innit?
Well, it wasn't designed to be that. It wasn't designed to be a situation where it's this.
It's supposed to be
It was supposed to be married.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 5 kids. Our house, our business, our life. It was meant to be what it was meant to be. Otherwise, it would have made sense to carry on doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't meant to be this. I didn't plan for it to be this. I had to readjust when it wasn't that. Which again was a struggle, but obviously over time,
works
you
out,
figure
man.
out, you figure out, you move on, and then you accept your title, baby dad.
Yeah, fam. It's such a
Which is
nasty
title
word,
that
innit?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, or you can just say father my child, innit? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Father my child. It's the same
thing,
fucking thing. I went so long making sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That to the point where it did happen, I'm just like, really, nigga? Really?
So what? So what? Go on. Yeah. So why don't you want another child then? Is it because of that you're saying? It's because you don't want that to happen. I remember you said on your other interview, you said, fam, you don't like the waking up early.
So listen to this, yeah. You see, with a child, yeah, there's no community no more. You know, before our parents get away with it, you say go to the park, you go and play. You play out all day long, you come back, you be all right. Guys in the ends, if they were smoking weed or something, they see your mum, they run. or they'll at least put it out. They'll help your mum to the shop. Now, guys who are split are saying, "Mum, auntie, what on?" I'm like, shit. So it's not safe no more. You and then also with kids, because of that now they require more time. So my son's got a schedule. Monday he's got something. Tuesday he's got something. Wednesday he rests. Thursday he's got something. Friday he's doing another something, which is maths class. Saturday he's got something. Sunday he's got something. I'm like, that's one kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, it's great because it's all new. Remember, I wanted this kid. Not just because I wanted the kid, but I wanted it with her. Everything was intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't an accident. You were trying for a job. I wanted you to have this.
That's a vibe.
Do you know what I'm saying? So there's a big difference. So for me, it was like, in my head, the vision, everything, we're both doing this, same house, everything like that. When I understood all the things that come with it, you know what? You can't turn back and say, oh, well, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah, facts. Once it's here,
you're
brother.
You're in.
By the way, did you do Burberry shirt as well? Did you do Burberry shirt at christening?
Burberry shirt?
Yeah, apparently it's a thing. The child's christening, the man, the baby father goes there wearing a Burberry shirt, the patterned Burberry shirt.
No.
Okay, anyway, yeah, continue.
You know what it is? I like the way I grew up. It was a struggle. But not a struggle in the sense where, like, my mum didn't swag me up. She did. But she swagged me up based on her version of swag.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, you might not even like it yourself.
But it was her version of swag. So for me, I'm like, my version of swag for my son is not Burberry.
No, but apparently it's the guy that has to wear the Burberry shirt.
I don't know about all of that. Maybe that's a lifestyle thing.
I'm gonna send it to you afterwards, isn't it?
Maybe that's a lifestyle thing. I don't have that kind of lifestyle. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not even like, I don't even think it's even like a peasy Burberry shirt. It's just a pattern. Apparently it's a thing. When you'd have when you have a youth, and I think it's the christening, the guy goes there wearing a Burberry shirt or something.
I'm not christening. I was wearing my sultana.
Okay. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. Why not?
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Where was we?
You were talking about, what you saying? Basically take activity every single day of the week. Yeah.
So when you look at that schedule, let's just say now me and her are involved with each other. Let's say we're in a relationship. When the fuck do I get happy time? When the hell do I get, like, it's always everything is kid.
Did you actually feel that at them times?
What? We're not even together in that way. But I feel like my life is kid. And I'm like, shit. You know I got a life of my own, innit? And this is the fact where you have to understand the different mentalities when it comes to young people, like kids. He's my responsibility. So what people might think is he's an amazing dad. For me personally, it's like,
nah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's just my responsibility. But what I need personally, I ain't gonna lie, I need just as much attention as he does.
No facts. No communication facts.
You think I'm legit going out every day, doing this, making it happen, coming back to here, it's time to paint the picture on the thing. If you don't pretend like there's some plumbing issues in the toilet, let me doggy you in the toilet. You fucking stupid. What do you fucking think? And you know sometimes with women, they get so lost in, and it's innocent. They get so lost in being a mum that they forget that there's a man here.
Facts. But part of that's why you liked her in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but if you have to
get the right balance.
If you don't get the right balance and you understand this thing of what's our way of raising this kid, then we don't understand that it's a duty to just raise the kid. You know what we do? We transform our lives and make our lives the
child,
kid.
Yeah.
And that to me is a dangerous thing. And on another one of my talks, I was like, my kid doesn't owe me nothing. And that's purely because my mum was exactly that way with me. She didn't tell me because she ran from Nigeria, came to England with no money, gave birth to me here, whatever, that I owe her.
Debt.
She didn't tell me because she did 4 jobs, cleaning the McDonald's toilet, doing this and whatever else, but that she owes me. That I owe her. She didn't do any of those things. She did it because she knew what needed to be done for her children. And there wasn't 1, there wasn't 2, there wasn't 3, there's 4 of us motherfuckers. And I never once heard my mum in her mouth say, you owe me. Now, she didn't teach me that, but what I learned from her was that when you are a parent, you do because it's your duty as a parent. I learned that from my mum. Now, it's different from a situation where I'm in Nigeria and I'm in the village and the villagers funded me to go to England, in which case I need to come back and provide for the village. Then we can say you owe. Why? Because the villagers supported you and they believe that you're going to become this doctor. If you go and you leave to become this doctor and you forget that you was only able to go to this place because of them, they should stone you. Do you get it?
Facts.
But my mum didn't do that.
Well, did you feel indebted to your mum? Do you feel indebted to your mum?
I do, but not based on
she
what
didn't make
she
you do
said.
that. Yeah.
It's based on my feelings
like,
towards my mum.
I know what you've done for me.
I saw what you did. Therefore, if she asked me, no different. Like the other day, she asked me. She went to a cruise.
Right, my mum's on right now. Yeah,
she went to a cruise with the old man and that. Boom, 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 with her friends. I missed her because she came the day before, but I was working. She's like, Gabs, you promised me. I said, Mum, what is it? What's going on? I'm for nothing on life. Take that. Go live your best life.
That's
no
beautiful
light
though,
change.
man.
Something sweet. Don't think about your brain working. Let me make sure that I save bits so in case. No. Spend it. It wasn't I want to see, the more I see you flex, the more I can appreciate
that's
your
a W
sacrifice.
for you as well, though, isn't it?
It's a personal thing.
How many times do you reckon you've done that for your mum? Bare.
Stop this, man.
Fam, no, what do you mean? No, man can say that,
Stop
like,
this,
I've done
man.
my bit for my mum, but fam, not that many times, bro.
Stop this.
Sometimes it even breaks my soul certain times.
When we was on the live, we was talking to Los, not live, so in our chat. And he, because he knows me. He's been with me since I was, let's say, 16, 15.
How old is he?
He's 34. He's 1 year below me.
Yeah.
But it's different, though. I'm 1 year above him, but I'm 10 years above him. Based on road. Not based on anything else. We could be the same level, or if not,
outside
more
longer,
education.
basically,
You get it? So road is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, he knows. When my Marjay calls me, she calls me. Don't call me like all the time. What do you need? There's no...
Are you her favourite?
No.
Can she rely on all three of them?
The eldest is the favourite.
Yeah.
Come
low-key
on, now,
facts,
it's our
innit?
culture
Because
now.
my family's pretty much the same. 2 older brothers, but I got a younger sister.
You don't even call him his
so
first.
I got the younger sister.
You don't even call him his government name. You say Baba.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
But you know, I like my position in my mum's life though, innit? It's calm. I'm not the favourite, but it's calm.
Yeah, I mean, look, she loves all of us.
Yeah, facts, innit?
But obviously the eldest.
That you're the first. Slightly,
I'm sorry, man. He's the first.
Yeah.
He's the leader of this family.
Yeah,
but,
facts.
For me, he's my favourite.
Right, what's your relationship with your brothers like, innit? Is all you man patterned like?
Well, we all have a degree and none of us went to prison. Some of us got sent back to Nigeria because of
who?
Well, I won't talk his business. That's up to him. But he was involved to the point where doors are getting licked off.
That's never nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mum had to make her decisions, and again, who facilitated that? The eldest.
Wow.
So sometimes the middle child, innit?
Yeah.
Us middle kids, me and my other brother, we're middle kids.
Wow.
So we're a bit. Our brain doesn't.
Wait. So obviously now your brother's activity got police to come and fling doors down.
No.
Huh?
Man, them fling.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo. I don't even know which one's worse.
Holes through the door.
Which one's worse? I don't even know.
They're just as bad. Honestly, my one wasn't as bad as his, but again,
which is your one now?
I'm getting nicked a lot.
But no
It's
charge.
mad, you know what I'm saying?
No charge though, innit? So you come out clean. Do you know, certain man can't say that, you know? Do you know how hard it is to say that?
Yeah. But we all have degrees and we're all somewhat stable and we're progressing and doing what we're doing. So
you're alive as well?
She's achieved. Considering that it was more or less her on her ones to a degree.
What was her pop saying?
My dad
Business in Nigeria vibes.
Later on in his life he did, but that was based on the fact that he retired. Do you know what I'm saying? Not based on the fact that he was trying to live a double life. I mean, I'm sure he always had his own life, but he's allowed to. He's his own person. My dad wasn't really the kind of enforcer type dad that I think my mum needed to manage us as kids.
3 boys.
My dad
as well.
comes from a well-off family. And what I never understood about my dad was his laid-back mentality comes from the fact that he's never had to do the most.
The dirty work.
Whereas my mum is coming from a different kind of family. So for my mum to be with my dad, that was a big deal for my mum at the time. Remember, but if you don't understand the history, you'd be looking at your dad thinking, bruv, you're wet. But the truth is that my dad ain't wet. It's just that he's come from a... If you understand the Nigerian kind of like families
Yoruba.
where you're well off Yoruba.
Oh, yeah.
Our name is very prominent in the Yoruba community.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So my granddad was a certified guy. You know, you're allowed to have 4 wives in them. You know what I'm saying? Most guys only have 1. You have 4. So you know them times.
We had 4.
Them cultures, remember them times there, the more wives you have, the more...
Men son. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stature,
you're
flex.
different.
Yeah, facts.
So obviously, boom, it's just like...
Well, have you got half brothers and sisters then about?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah. Unless they come out the woodworks, nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Why?
It's one of them ones, man. No. Like he didn't know how to communicate properly. But I love him though. That's not that he didn't know how to communicate. My dad is the same way. It's just that they're socially developed different. To expect them to understand how we communicate based on how they was raised is insane. Yeah, facts.
And it's not fair. And if we're not careful...
We have to provide grace though. That's it.
And that's the thing. So it's not so much fuck them, it's more like...
I sympathize.
I sympathize. I get it. You wasn't allowed to talk. Remember how you raised me. If I said, I don't like this... You know when the ear's ringing? So when I go to school, you don't really know how to express because where I come from, you're not allowed to say you don't like this. You're not allowed to say... You're not allowed to say you don't want to eat this. I get to school now. School told me, you don't have to eat that if you don't want to.
You're like, word.
Wait.
Swear down.
My punishment is detention to write lines. That's the punishment. Shit.
Well, what punishments did you reckon you were getting in your yard?
What do you mean reckon? You know.
Well,
you
no,
stood
I
down,
got some violations. I'm not going to slap myself.
Kneel down, the wire. There was sometimes there was times where it's like it's even more than the punishment itself. It was the psychological part. Kneel down and wait for me there. The door's wide open. Remember the corridor is short, but this time now it looks long. And the tree is right outside and they've cut the tree. And as they've come back in the room, they're peeling off the leaf of the tree, talking to you.
Mind games, real life games.
When you went to school, what did your teacher say? Bearing in mind they've already got the letter or the phone call. So, again, my ability to even think on the spot has come from... So someone will say, that's trauma. You've been through a lot. For me, it was like, it allowed me to think on my feet. You know how many times this math has got me out of fucking shit? And that's because my brain ticks quick. Like, okay, I can sense okay, I know. What did you do? As you're peeling off the thing, before the thing has even touched you, you're crying.
Yeah, facts, man.
Because you know what's coming.
It's not even the pain certain times. Yeah, it's not even the pain, bro. Fam, some of the shit they used to do. One time my dad made me stool down, yeah? Imagine this. My dad said, stool down. It must have been about, like, say, 1 p.m. He said, stool down. And then he left the yard. This guy's come back here about 6 p.m. And he told me, this is him, stay there and do not leave. So he's come back now, and now I'm like, wagwan, do I? Because I clearly haven't been doing this for 6 hours. Yeah. So I'm like, what do I do now, innit? Like, what the fuck is this? So I go back there and pretend that I was doing it.
I'm telling you.
And then he beat me again now.
Trust me.
Like, am I an idiot?
Fam, there was times I'd go home after being excluded, and they used to love it when they exclude me. Because they
primary
know
school?
secondary, primary school,
secondary.
no way.
I went to
They
3
knew.
different primary schools, boy.
Yeah, you see, you're a bad you.
I'm a child. I was a bad child, innit? Then I grew up and I was like, yeah, things have to change.
I would get home quick and put all my clothes on, ready for what's gonna come. I told him,
That's the Nigerian
until I get in the house. And you know what's so fucked here? It wasn't my dad that I was scared of.
Yeah.
My dad is a chilled guy.
Yeah.
It was my Margie.
Yeah.
Take it off.
3 pairs of jeans.
Lay on the floor naked.
Oh, Lord.
Man getting lashed like Kunta Kinte. Now you go back. Now you know what's so mad? It was a psychological thing. As they're lashing you, go and tell the school.
Wow.
Go and tell the school while it's happening. I'll be like, oh my God. I come to school, I'm in pain. Gabriel, what's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Just nothing. And you know what's so bad, yeah? I didn't have to learn too many times. It happened to be in primary school. After primary school, I never once spoke to my teachers again.
Spoke to them?
What? Miss Kieran, I will never forget her. I decided in primary school. Remember,
you told your teacher.
They make you feel so warm. They make you feel so comfortable, so loved. Do you know what? Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, I hated being Nigerian. Bruv, being Nigerian was hard work. I wanted to be white. I wanted to be Caribbean. I just however way they was, I wanted to be because the shit that I got to go through to be Nigerian.
Fam,
like,
it wasn't easy, boy. But what you tell the teacher? What you tell Miss Karen?
I said, Miss Karen. She said to
Mommy hit me.
No, I said, don't call my mum, she's gonna smack me.
And that's normal,
She said to me, don't worry, Gabriel. We're gonna take care of this. You're gonna be fine. And I swear to you,
did you believe it?
She hugged me, I believed it.
She hugged you?
They hugged me, I believed it.
Oh wow, you're in trouble.
I believed it. Bro.
You're in trouble.
The school bell went. I'm still in the school. They said I'm not allowed to go.
Oh my God.
I said,
is that when you realized you fucked up?
No. I thought maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's something special going on. I don't know. Remember, I'm young. I think I was in year 3 or year 4. Hours have gone by. I'm still here. My mum is now coming from work. The look she gave me. I said, hey, what's going on here? Then they've told me to go to a separate room. They're now having a chat. Mum said, come to me, said, let's go home.
They're a bad mind. Why would they do that? And they let you go back home with her.
I went home. D. Oh my God.
You didn't get beat that day though.
What?
That day.
What?
Your mum don't give up.
The flogging was mad. Every single time from that day, go and tell the school.
I dare you.
If
you're back. Oh, yo, that is mental. What made you tell them that?
Miss Kieran now come to me from time to time. She was like, Gabriel, how is everything?
Fine.
Fine, thank you. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Fucking hell, man. And you know what's crazy? That always used to get me.
Do you know what's so mad though, yeah? Once again, she didn't fully understand the cultural aspect to being not just African, Nigerian.
Facts.
Your
Westernized, not the same.
It's not the same
culture.
as what you...
Fam, you tell my man, yeah, that's calm. Mine,
is different,
Don't
bro.
chat to my parents.
So you need to know how to talk to my mom, bro.
Yeah, facts. Come on, it's not the same punishment.
Because the truth is, yeah, only when I come to school, I'm free.
Facts. Facts.
When I leave this school, yeah, my life is so different.
Did you do housework?
Huh? This guy.
What was your job in the house?
what wasn't it? Apart from cutting fish and that was my older brother, and that the cooking pot I didn't have to.
Well, clean the toilet.
We understood the technique. We even understood how to do it in 10 minutes. The techie was mad.
Well, you can clean the toilet and stuff.
In 15 minutes, the whole toilet is sparkling. I knew what products to use, how to use it. Boom. You had to do those things to even be allowed to even question the art to play out.
You know the ones when you want to really go somewhere, the yard is looking clean. That shoes you're trying to touch, you make sure the whole yard is spick and span.
But again, someone I turn around and say, your mum was abusive. I turn around and say, I can respect that. And I can get where you're coming from. But for me, it made me who I am.
Yeah, and you needed that.
And I needed that.
You needed that.
Now, the truth is, if my mum had enough...
But then again, you weren't wayward though, innit? You said, innit?
I wasn't wayward, but I was an arsehole.
Yeah.
I was up to no good, but that's any other kid. It's hard to be African when next door there's white, Asian lot. So when people say white and black and all this, I'm not going to lie to you, Council State has all cultures.
Yeah, facts. 100.
Well, bro.
Up to 100 as well, bro, yeah.
You know, is it the difference is on the estate, there's some people that, you know, their parents, they might give them Nike.
Yeah, facts.
And you got to wear Deodora.
Yeah, facts. Here's what it is,
but
man.
we both live on the estate.
Yeah, facts. But did you get decent hand-me-downs because you had older brothers?
Well, problem is that the one above me, he was too small. His shoe size was too small for me. The one above me, we might have been the same shoe size, but he's a big guy. He's like your kind of stature. So even if we're both size 9, his feet is wider.
Yeah. It might as well have been a size 10,
I got to do like 4 socks to get my bitches in them.
Yeah. Oh, so the hand-me-down thing didn't really work?
So the hand-me-down was more based on other people on the block. So my brother's friends. So Martin, R.I.P., let's say Uncle Ben, you know, they turn around, where's your brother? Send your brother to me. My brother comes and say, hey, yo, Martin's looking for you. R.I.P., Uncle Martin. Yeah. I come upstairs. Uncle Martin, what's going on? And I'm telling you, 7, 8 pairs of 110s, and I'm telling you,
bruh,
he could say, yeah, they're done. For me, I take them home. They're cleaning.
Clean them now.
Not no iron sponge or rough sponge. Toothbrush. I'm trying to get all the grooves.
Hold up. Toothbrush, trying to get all the grooves.
Yeah.
The paying them full thing. Apparently, that's what mates used to do on the block in Harlem.
I listen, you had to do it clean so that you don't scratch it. And you know what's so mad, yeah? The hand-me-downs you're thinking, they weren't bad. But obviously, they mashing works different, innit? So obviously, Uncle Ben, same thing. Bare 110s. I'm like, I'm in heaven.
What did you go to uniform school?
He's Asian as well. Islam, like, assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
Bro, he used to boss me. Obviously, there'll be a couple cigarette burns in there. But listen, I'm wearing Nike.
Clean.
Bro, I'm wearing Nike. No 4-strap, no stealing people's laundry from their washing line. I've got my
was that a thing? It was that thing, bro, man. The block life must be crazy, bro.
It wasn't everyone on the block. Remember, everyone played different role. Most parents on the block, most people on the block had 2 parents. And their parents, you know, like, they would go to America with their family. I'm going to the seaside to pray. Not to enjoy the sand. Not visual on the seaside.
No, that's your weekend holiday. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait, did your mum take you on Fridays for a night visual prayer on Fridays?
You know what's so mad? I'll tell you a story. Anytime I drive down this Black Horse Road, I always remember this particular time. You know what? I was skeptical of coming there.
What? Skeptical? Why?
Forget the first part with my shout outs to states, whatever else. That wasn't why I was skeptical. Obviously, I need the vouching of some kind to come. That Black Horse Road, I got rushed.
Is it? Why?
Halloween.
On Halloween? You know, it's the 31st. Yesterday was the 31st as well.
So check this now. Yeah? My church, original church, was round the corner from me, next to the industrial part of the you know where they have the park, the retail park.
Okay, yeah.
You know it's a one-way system. Before it didn't have two ways. It was only one way.
Okay, yeah.
If you keep on going down, you do a left. There's like a pub.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's a whole industrial bit there.
Yeah.
Our church was there.
White Garment Church there, yeah. Okay,
White Garment Church. I had plans to go with White Boy to do trick or treat.
Okay,
one of my brethren.
Yeah, I've heard that name before. Still,
and we was gonna go on trick or treat and obviously get up to no good fireworks, the lot. My mum decided this on occasion we're going to night visual on a Friday. Halloween landed on a Friday that day. The way I looked at this woman, I was fuming. I said to her, Mum, I can't be here long. I don't want to be here long.
Well, you had issues around the area?
Nah, she just wanted to take... I had to go with her. And I'm like, I don't know if she knew I was going out or I planned to go out, but I normally don't have to go on Friday. But for some reason, this Friday, I have to go. Apparently, there was a message for me in church. I said, this fucking message shit. Here we go.
I had a dream when that one's there.
So boom that year, we're going and I'm like, my mum has told me it's only going to be an hour, 2 hours maximum. I'm looking at the time, night visual start at 7. I can still make it back enough to go and meet up the man them and go and get up to no good. We're there now. It should start at 7. We haven't started until about 8, 9. Remember, there's no set time. They say 6, 7, but it can start anytime. This one guy is named Uncle Body. Oh, he's also the choir leader. He's a wonderful singer. When I tell you this guy can pray for the high heavens, bruv, he did not want to fucking stop.
I know that one.
I was fuming.
You're in church, like, come on, hurry up, man.
It's enough, bruv. Every single minute, bruv, he's getting back into spirit. I'm like, bruv, what? How much more spirit can one do, bruv? The fuck is going on?
I know that once more.
It got to about 9:30, 10. I rebelled. I said, fuck this shit. My mum looked at me. At this point, these times, I'm not as scared of my mum. I'm a bit more like, bruv, you know,
15, 16?
16, 17.
Okay,
I remember I've decided block life is only life. Halloween for us on block was more like, it's a fun time to get up to no good.
Wait, and Black Horse, is this Black Horse Road?
That long road.
Yeah.
I've said, nah, I've got my stuff, I'm going. I'm like, nah, I got to get to the bits. So 158 takes me back to my bit. But Black Horse, there's another bus you got to take before you get to Black Horse Station, and then you get the 158 that goes that way towards Walthamstow Leighton. So I'm like, I'm walking past the retail part and whatever. At this point, I'm trying to figure out which bus is going to take me. So I got to find a bus stop.
There wasn't no Google phone.
There was none of that them times there. I saw some guys that was there. And I didn't think nothing of it. I was just going like... And I think, obviously, they out like everybody else on that Halloween one. What phone have you got? So I'm like, what do you mean what phone have I got? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I'm acting all silly. Out of nowhere. Obviously, I've done the straight away right hook.
You?
Yeah.
You sell from them straight away?
Yeah, because obviously, naturally, in them, you have to
what
understand...
What phone have you got? It's nasty already, innit? Yeah.
Whoa, you ain't asking me what phone I've got because you want to carry on talking to me because we're friends.
This is not going to be a diplomatic conversation.
I can't talk about this one. We can't get myself out conversation-wise. And respectfully, I don't know no one from round here anyway. I don't even know that there's even a set round here. Because the truth is, I've been coming to church here for years. I go to the retail park all the time. And before they built it the way they built it, there was only 1 or 2 shops. I never see no one round here. So as far as I'm concerned, what the hell is going on here? Why today? Boom, boom, boom. Now we're scrapping. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's mad. I've ran back to the retail park. They've chased me. I've then, you know, you got to run to filter the group. You know, there's always 1 or 2 brave ones that want to carry on coming.
And sometimes the fast one that you get to, he's not even on it.
But he's the fastest. You get it? So boom, now, you know what I'm saying? Then boom, boom, and I'm running around because I need to get to Black Horse because the 158 is going to take me home. So then I'm like, boom. Imagine my mom's calling me now. I'm like, boom. All right, cool. Da-da-da. I get back now. I get back round. I'm running. They're chasing me. I don't know what happened, but I'm running back towards the Black Horse Road. I get to the traffic light. Bear man come from the traffic light.
What, part of this group?
Whoa. If they wasn't part of the group, I don't know. Because all they said was, yo, get him. I looked at them. Hey, come here.
Fucking hell, and you're already tired.
And I'm already knackered. So I'm running now, yeah? And I get to there's like a bridge bit where there's a water bit. Bro, I've driven down this road so many times, but I've never walked down it. I didn't know there were stairs that come up to the main road. I used to drive, when my mom drive, I'd look and you could see like a flowing river kind of thing. But I never saw stairs come up. Their other group started shouting, oh, yeah, get him. From the stairs, another 15 man ran up.
Lord.
At this point now, we're looking about 30, 20 man. I look.
And you already banged one of them?
I've already banged one of them. My guy, D, I ran. I look behind me. And you know when the road, it looks like there's no cars, it's just bare bodies. Cause if I stop running today, game over.
You would have died.
But what happened, obviously, I'm being stupid. Remember, I told you I dedicated myself to road, so really true, I should just carry on. Couple of them stopped. I was run. We're starting to swing. Out of nowhere, there's another bit where people have come out. Clack on my head, clack on my neck. With bats or whatever they had. I'm like, whoa, now I'm getting caned. I'm thinking I can do this. And I'm super knackered. I've pushed off and I've ran again. Bro, Black Horse Road is so long. My guy, it's a long road. There's no left, there's no rights. You just run, and I tell you what. And you can
see what's after
As
you.
I'm running, I'm looking back. This group is not stopping.
Oh my God.
I must have got close to Black Horse Station, you know.
I know.
And then you can do the right.
Yeah.
As I've got to I saw a 158 going.
Oh, whoa. Past the bus stop?
Yeah. Past the Black Horse. And I thought I wasn't going to make it. I looked back.
You have to make that, man.
Bro, as I got to the 158, I told the man, close the fucking door. Close the fucking door. Sweating, dripping, I can't breathe. The guy's closed the door. Imagine it was a black guy. He don't know what's going on. He's closed the door. People couldn't get on. I said, drive.
What,
drive.
like actual Lynch people couldn't get on?
Yeah. Drive the fucking bus.
Uncle Drive.
Bruv, I was on the floor. You know when adrenaline left you? He was going.
Oh, that's a vibe.
He said, what's going on? What's going on? I couldn't breathe to talk.
Oh my God.
You know when your lungs...
you're done. You're done.
You know when adrenaline has left the system?
Yeah, you can even taste the blood.
You can taste the blood.
Yeah. Lord.
Because before I could have, by the time I could get up, I can't even talk. I can't go to the bottom of the bus. I think I went to the top of the bus. Because the bottom of the bus, there's too many people I don't want to see me. I've gone to the top. I'm going to the back. I've looked. I've got to the back. I've looked.
No.
Why are they still chasing the bus?
Oh my God.
I said, I am dead today. All because I wanted to trick or treat.
They chased the bus.
They're still chasing the bus.
Bro.
I think maybe it's me or maybe it's the driver, but I think the driver knew they were still chasing the bus.
So he didn't stop.
And he didn't stop for no more bus stop.
Congratulations, driver, man. He prevented... Man, it could have been an attempted homicide.
As I'm looking at them, all I'm thinking is, if this guy stops...
And you know, certain times, the bus ain't that far from the next one, really and truly. You can run it.
When you're young, the bus looked like it's miles away. when you get older, you clock.
It's not that far
Hey,
from each other.
my guy ain't that far,
Yeah,
you know.
facts.
The guy never stopped the bus.
Oh, man. Well done to the bus driver, boy.
I must have come back downstairs after a while. Said to the driver, thank you. Thank you. He said, what's going on? I said, I don't even know.
I don't even know
But
why
in
they
my
did
heart,
that.
all I could think is, I'm doing all of the... I went through this because
Just
I
so you
wanted
could
to
do
trick
road.
or treat and do road.
What did your mum say when you got back? When she pissed at you?
Yeah, of course she's like, where did you go? I was calling your phone. Oh,
One of them ones, even if you got whacked, your mum wouldn't even have no sympathy for you.
What? Can I even tell her that? What would I tell you that for? I didn't leave me, Joe. My mum, at that stage there, my mum wasn't what I was afraid of. I was afraid of one particular uncle.
Yeah, Uncle Bode.
Yeah, Holy Bayo.
Okay.
Uncle Bode was a singer, but he likes women.
Bode was a singer,
He's
man.
a singer, man. Holy Bayo. That was like my father in Christ. Like that was my prayer guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one that taught me how powerful my own prayers are.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What's it about, White Garment Church? Some of the most evil Christians I know, have come from there, you know? Bro, so as in, there's some, but then again, like even some of the most evil people I know fully are from the church system, innit?
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones. And I guess it's a case of, if you know God, and you can still do the wicked thing, it probably makes you a bit more dangerous than someone that, you know what I'm saying, just doesn't know it, innit?
Yeah.
You White Garment Church people, boy.
But you have to, once again, if you look at the purest part to being a celestial, being White Garment, there is no problem. Mm-hmm. But a lot of us are not choosing Celestial Church of Christ. We're born into Celestial Church of Christ. So for wherever area we come from and whatever mentality we adopt, our culture is Africa. Our religion based on our culture is celestial. But don't forget that there's another part to us that's got nothing to do with them two, innit? So just because you see us in church doesn't mean that church is our life.
100%.
We didn't choose to be here. We're here because our parents are from here.
100%.
If you go back to sociology again, we ask about religion. What religion are you?
I mean, personally?
Yeah,
Christian, man.
Why are you Christian?
Well, if you want to be technical, it's because my mum is in it. Technically.
So we don't choose.
But then sometimes you make your personal choice at one point.
Yes, but generally speaking, majority of people that have faith don't choose what faith they are.
Yeah, they're born into
that faith.
Your area is a particular religion. You grow up, your friends are certain things, you know what I'm saying, have influences
Now, that's a
on
factor.
You. Yeah, facts.
You can't ignore that.
100%.
So a large part of who you are is not based on who you think you are. It's based on all the things around you.
Your surroundings, innit?
And that is agents of social control. And one of the agents of social control is religion, which is the agent of social control for culture. Because within every culture, there is some form of a religion. Now, culturally, when you're born in a certain kind of way, you adopt a religion. Now, have you invested or investigated what that religion is and what it means to you? No. But because you're so used to it, you're canalized, you're groomed into this religion, you then accept that this is my religion. But these times you could actually be fucking Muslim. You can't.
Yeah.
It's even hard to shake off because you're so used to it, what you know, that to learn anything else is insane. Because what we often do is we often stay with what we know.
And plus, sometimes even in religion, there's a lot of like demonization of things, isn't it?
There you
if
go.
you don't do something, you're devilish.
You get what I'm saying?
So if you don't want to be devilish, then you're like, right, I can't even explore even, innit?
So when they look at the purest part to being celestial, the people that you say are the most devilish people come from celestial. It's not that they come from celestial. You was born into a religion. Your life away from the religion is completely different. When you're born into a religion, you practice it because that's what you're born into. The difference between the ones that choose it is that the ones that choose it are invested in that. Are you invested in Christ? Or was you born into Christ?
Yeah, facts.
Now, when you're born into Christ, you're born into other things. In which case, the other things that you do can in actual fact affect your religious mindset, because the truth is that you're not invested, you were just born into it.
100%. Even like radical Islam as well, innit? Like 9 times out of 10 of all of these books, if you follow the actual book then you're going to be an agent of good.
Thank you very much.
You know what I'm saying, innit? It's when you
but
deviate from
some
that.
people are not. Some people are born into it, but are not invested into it. Which is, you say, inshallah, you say by the grace of God, but you still stealing collection money. And you still killing people.
Crazy.
You're not invested in the true word of the religion itself. You were just born into it, in which case, yeah, I believe in God, but these times you don't mind stabbing someone. You're not invested in it. You're just born into it.
Well, now in regards to, because I had this conversation with somebody else quickly, innit? In regards to, what, did you ever carry a knife? Yeah, this guy, man, what, me?
I remember my first.
Why? What reckon made you get into that? Because I can tell you, mine was a case of those stories that you were just speaking about. Them Halloween stories where niggas are coming off of buses, running towards buses. I'm hearing these stories, innit?
I can't speak for like people generally, but when I was given my first,
given,
rotted,
cuz
it was a badge of honor.
Rah.
I was trusted.
One of them, the flicky ones.
No.
When you have to
It was a whole case, everything.
Oh, right, okay.
You know what's so mad, yeah? The day I got given my first was the day that I actually needed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I got given my first because I proved that I was on what I was on. And man, the old OGs could trust that I knew what to do with it when the time comes.
That's crazy. You know when you're in school where your handwriting's good, so they give you the fountain pen.
It was a great honor. You know, where I'm from.
Yeah. This is
later on, it so happened. But you had to earn the right to be a young buck. Now it's like...
Now, so you have to come from a dysfunctional family
you take him. When I was younger, you had to earn the right to be a young buck, to be someone's young buck. You had to earn the right to be the guy. There was a whole process. You couldn't just come and ride out. You're not making numbers. You had to be the guy. You know, you was a prominent young buck, in which case, when you got called, it was almost like you got the first team call up for Arsenal.
That's crazy.
Remember, you're doing all the little ones. Yeah, little beasts who do whatever else, but the OGs don't know nothing about this stuff.
Under 16 playing for the first team.
You know what I'm saying? But when you come first team now, I'm here. By the time you finish with the first team, you go back and meet your young bucks. Even the ones that's your set, they're looking at you different. Bro, what? You roll with them, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's the man.
In this area, fam, there was an actual, whether people recognized it or not, there was an actual system, essentially. You're with that man, and then you graduate to that man, and then you're somebody. And bad boys,
you know when you roll with that man there, you know that man is the guy.
Yeah.
By default, you two are the guy.
And they've recognized that you are the guy. Boom. And
because
then they're taking you under underneath the... It's all sick. It
is when you think about it. So when I got given my thing, I was excited. I never had one. I never used one, whatever else. But I got given it, and I was on my way to Gate. These times we have beef with Gate. You know.
Oh, that makes sense now. You had your carnival stories.
Carnival.
Yeah, I saw
but
that.
This happened before carnival. This happened before carnival, or maybe around the same time. So when I got given mine, I'm going to Angela's because Angela's was where you went to go and get all the girls.
What's that, like Caribbean?
No, St. Angela's is school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There was this thing where if you go to St. Angela's, you're gonna get a wife. If you go to any other school like Sarah Bono or whatever, you're gonna get a slut. Don't ask me why.
One of them ones,
it was one of them things. It never made sense because you could have a slut in Angela. It doesn't make sense. But Sarah Bono was not the school for sluts, and Angela's was the school for. It was weird. It was stupid. But anyway, I'd always go there. So I'm walking, before you get to Angela's, a long road. Yeah. I'm walking down the road. I'm with one of my brethren. I ain't gonna say who. Don't matter. And as I'm walking, I've walked past Forest Gate School. We got beef with Gate, but at this point now, if I walk past Gate with nothing because I'm feeling heavy, this time now I've got my with a special case and shit. I'm like, if you tell me I can walk to Baghdad right now, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Of course they'll blow me up, but in my head I'm like,
they're on it.
Yeah. What?
Especially with that extra confidence
you
they're
know, like
giving
that.
you now.
That's the extra layer of what? So then, boom, now I'm walking down the road. I'm walking, and one of my brethrens, who you could say is my young, but same year as Loso. I ain't gonna say who. And he's running towards me. Scabs. I'm like, he's running at full pelt. I'm like, these times I'm on the side, but now I've moved to the middle of the road. Who's that? My brother's like, I don't even know. Getting closer, I'm clocking. Oh. Yeah. Well, what's going on? They're coming for me. And I'm looking behind him like,
I can't see no one.
Who?
Gate.
And he's like, he's clothes, he's in still school uniform. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's come to me like, well, go on, what's going on? What's banging? Then, obviously, behind the car, because you know cars stop, innit? Can't really see cars stopping road. You could see about 6 men running after him. I'm like, oh, yeah? Now, normally, it would be me, like, gas without the thing. But now man's got the thing. Imagine the day that I get given a thing. What? This is going to be my first.
And you were prepared to just use it.
What? So then, boom, now, yeah. I said, I don't want to say his name. So like, get behind me. Is that fuck that? Fuck these lot.
So the story is he was running towards you. Now you're like, stay behind me.
Yeah.
Now you're just there posted.
Yeah. So then, boom, they come now. They're running.
Now they stop
and they're
running.
getting closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get closer. I didn't even think, and this is the part where before this, I would have been on. But when you have that thing there, you don't even think to do this no more. It's almost like, let's say your first instinct. So then, boom, now, shoom, case. I even threw it on the floor. It come like a movie. What's going on? Which one's first? Because whatever you got, you're going to die and I'm going to die. As we're going to both do each other. Because at that time there, remember, what's more important to me is not whether I live or die, is whether the man them know whether I'm on it or not. And I'll die for that.
Innit? That's scary, boy.
I will die for that. At that time there, take my life. But don't call me a pussy. And that's the dangerous part. That's that mentality. Then obviously they posted, they were squared off. It's like a Mexican standoff.
And they got their thing as well?
Well, I don't know what they had, but at the time, for whatever I've got, I'm feeling different. So as far as I'm concerned, I want one of you lot. Then eventually they've...
Come close,
but no one's trying to come close. Because obviously when you're doing the thing, everybody's on it, but then you don't know who wants to go first. Because nobody really want to go first. Then we're trying to... And at that point there, it was full intent. You get what I'm saying? And then boom, they've scattered, I've scattered, they've scattered. Like, oh yeah, I can push on. Then obviously my boy at the back, fuck you, he's making bad noise there. Obviously I've got the case, get the thing, man, thinking.
Crazy. No, you get the answer it, man. Let's go, man.
Nams, hold on. Yo, Nams. All right, let me call you back. I'm doing a show right now, quickly. Let me call you back quickly. Go on, my boy. So I've put my thing back in there, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that, man. Fuck these pussies, all talk. Like, you know them talks there.
And you reckon that gassed you up a bit more?
It didn't gas me up. I was already gassed from a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I was prepared to die. When I'm saying that when you understand ends and the mindset, you accept that you're comfortable to die. Value for life is not what someone else looking in will say. Are you crazy? Like me looking now, and I look at that person, I say, you feeling all right?
And how old did you them times, you reckon?
17, 16.
You know what's mad, yeah? Because when I was about, what age? I remember being around, like, say, like 15, 16, yeah? And shit was just happening, innit? And then I was like, you know what, yeah? Like your same vibe of, you know what? Bro, listen, wherever it is, I'm not trying to be a pussy, yo. But my vibe is, you listen, I can't wait. Imagine this. I can't wait to go to university. Asking myself, what age will all of this just stop, bruv, innit?
I never wanted
This
to
is
stop.
me. I can't wait to go to university, bro. Bro, when the fuck does it stop?
I never wanted to stop. So that was the problem. That was my biggest problem. I should have never gone to university when I did, bro. I wasn't academically mature enough. I wasn't emotionally mature enough. I wasn't ready to be at university. I might have been the right age and I got the qualifications, but I wasn't mentally. Remember, when you go to university, you are choosing to specialize in something.
Build a network with like-minded individuals to study.
Fam, my first experience in university, UH, I more or less turned it into block. Because that's the only way I could feel happy, feel normal. All my friends was playing computer.
But them times as well.
Shagging girls.
You know when people would say, back in the day, and it's our generation that kind of changed that. Before, obviously there might be some miscellaneous ones. Yeah. Before our generation, it was a case of uni done. They would be saying, innit, like, oh, you're going to university. Oh, you know what I'm saying, innit? And then until my lot started coming university, our age group started coming university, they're clocking, yo, there's some serious shit that is happening in university and serious people that are going to university. And shit's happening in university. I brought stairs to university one time, innit? You probably know what I'm going, innit?
Yeah. He was coming for me at one point.
Is it? Why?
Before we had a relationship.
Why?
He's from where he's from. You know, he heard that there's a guy here with a rollie flexing. Normal stuff, really.
Really? He wasn't even really on. He went on, like, then again, innit, I could talk about it. To be fair, he was a different stater back then, innit?
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, nothing of what he was thinking wasn't warranted. It's block. When you understand it, do you get what I'm saying? But I'm so Maryland that I don't give a shit.
Maryland was ringing as well, though, innit? Like,
it was ringing, but not in the way that it would do, let's say, Pecknam or something.
Still, but it was Maryland.
The blessing that you have when you come from where I come from is that you only know what you know based on who you know. So I could never be fearful of something that I don't know.
Ignorance and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Because that's what actually saves you sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
just to be
reputation is what then kills you. When you hear someone is a killer, before you even meet them,
you've lost.
You've lost before you even started. But when you don't know, it's like
whatever. Yeah, and they know that you're on it because your whole demeanor is of somebody that is also on it as well, isn't it?
So in my first day of uni, I had to run away from uni.
Why?
Shout out to Blackie. Blackie took me to university. You know, usually your mum and dad take you. Obviously, my mum ain't taking Hertfordshire. I don't know what's that. He drove me. I took my blanket, my thing. I didn't even take bedsheet. I don't have no bedsheet. I didn't have a scrub for the toilet. I took my free consoles.
This guy was serious at all, boy. Yeah.
Took my free consoles. I'm in my room. I ain't got nothing. I didn't even think about even food to eat. You know, university is a whole different kind of thing. You are actually independent. You're living there. Like, I didn't... you know, you got to get your key for your room. You know?
You missed induction already.
So I already missed induction, but I got to go and get the key for the room. So I'm in the queue. You know, there's a big queue for the key. And I walk up to the front of the queue. Like, I'm not fucking queuing there. By this time, Blackie's left me. He's dropped me, so he's done his part. He's in second year. You know. Then I'm like, fuck my queuing with these pricks. You know, so I've gone to the front of the queue. One guy is talking about, hey, no, you can't go to the front of the queue. Some next black boy or whatever else.
No respect.
I'm like, what? Like, no, you can't push in. We're all queuing, mate. Mate.
Shut up.
I didn't even talk. Set it.
What?
At that point there, boom, 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 I've done the mad thing. I had to call, like, at that point, as I've done the mad thing, he's on the floor, it's all whatever. I ain't even got my key yet. Black, I got to get out of here. It's peak. I might get bagged. He had to come and get me. I have to go and hide in his place. He's got to figure out how to get my key. I had to wait.
You're mental, bruv.
I was not. And I don't say that to like, don't think I'm saying that to make myself sound like.
No, it just shows you what you were, innit?
About it.
But
because
it shows growth as well, innit?
That's not how you, if you go into university, you don't do that. You don't. University is where you choose to specialize in something. You are going there to, first of all, learn how to be independent. Cook on your own, feed on your own, the lot.
Independent learning as well.
An independent form of learning.
No one's forcing you to read.
And then your experience is so many different people. Naturally, I latched on to the closest thing I could have to ends because I was missing ends so much. So in university, people don't know it, but I cried a lot.
You cried in university?
Yeah, in my room.
Right. Why?
I was scared.
Of what?
We normalized sex. We normalized playing computer. I'm a hustler. There was no beef. Nobody was on point. Everyone was like,
guard down, enjoying themselves.
It was weird. I was like, what the fuck is going on there? Am I in... There was no corner shop. No 24-hour shop.
Hey, you're something else, man.
I couldn't like... My universe was my universe.
So you cried. You're a madman.
No, but everybody's walking around. Let me come to your room. Let me come to... It was so like... happy.
Hey, we've got some gold here, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I was... So when I come to my room sometimes, it was so quiet. I didn't smell no weed. I don't even smoke. But I'm used to smelling a bit of weed.
Have you ever smoked?
I went to Amsterdam and obviously did that, like tried it. But even in Amsterdam when I went, like shout out to Yayo and shout out to Smiley, like I had to go to the shop and go and get me a Henny. I can't do this shit. They'll give you a headache. Why do you even do this? Let me go and get a drink, man. Them times it wasn't even Henny, it was Kavoski. I was like, man, why are you doing this? It's like, Gabs, you gotta like, I'm like, Gabs, I gotta do what, bruv? This ganja don't work for me, but and again in my heart of hearts, like paranoid. My mum's like, ganja, it don't make you paranoid, but I just had a headache. It's like, this is not like, I don't feel sexy, I don't feel light, I don't feel...
You're not really on vibes.
Like there's not enough oxygen in there. I'm getting a headache. I'm taking the weed cake and all this stuff that you're taking, and I'm not feeling what you're feeling. So to the point where I'm even pretending. I'm pretending like, These I'm looking like.
This ain't even when you're working on me like that.
So I would go and get my Kavosi quietly.
Sip it.
So I'm in my wave, you're
Now all on waves, but I'm not smoking weed.
I don't know ganja. So like, yeah, uni. I really shocked. If the only person that saved me in uni was Lucas.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your relationship with Backchat? I've known. Is it because of Andy? Because I know.
Of course.
Okay, so because I clocked, like you seem to have a foothold. Not just you getting on Backchat, but in terms of, you know, when they're reading out the names, innit?
Yeah.
You're all like, oh yeah, Esther, my girl, Esther. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yours is more personal than
Remember, I know them. Yeah. I know them. We're from Newham, innit? So it'll be no different from you if you're from somewhere.
Oh shit, Newham is a nasty area,
we're from Newham. So I won't say nasty.
It's
I think
in the terms of, it's one of those, if you talk about top five feuds in London.
Yeah.
It's one of them. I guess what you can say in it, you know what I'm saying? Tottenham
as far as the younger generation, not the older generation.
Yeah. Our generation wasn't much so,
because
but the younger
now it's
one,
more north side and south side.
Yeah.
This I don't even know. I don't even understand it, if I'm being honest with you. But again, it's like, all right, cool. Them Backchat and all them, like Andy's from the same clique as me.
Same clique, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
So before, like, let's say...
Did you ever come down to Brunel?
A few times.
Because, you know, basically...
I came down to do something bad to someone.
Is it, too?
I ain't gonna say who.
Because you know me and
It's a
Andy
funny
were in the
story,
same
though.
year, innit? What was it?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Andy's my guy, man.
Andy's my guy. He's my clique.
But
Same.
was in
Andy,
university,
Rodney.
I was with the Peckham lot, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was, he must have told you all of the craziness that happened at our university, man. Ah, craziness, innit?
Yeah.
And
Good
I was with the
times.
Peckham lot, and basically, he was with some, because Tottenham was divided in my university, innit? So there was my Tottenham lot that was with the Peckham lot and the South lot.
Yeah.
And there was another Tottenham lot that was kind of affiliated with the East lot, with Andy and them, man.
Yeah.
However, me, Andy and Rodney, innit, we were cool though, innit?
Rodney,
Yeah, so I was
all
like,
day long.
yeah.
Shout out to
That's my
Gibbs.
guy still,
Shout
though.
out to Andy. Those two. So we same clique, killer camp. You know what I mean? Like we was the
Killer
same,
Camp, you'd make good yourselves.
Yeah, we was same clique. You know.
That's a nasty name, you know?
Yeah. I never got scouted for the Jeepers Creepers, the other clique. So in my mind,
Oh, okay.
I wanted, obviously, you have to have a clique to be, recognized. It was not about you as an individual, it was about your clique. And obviously, in my mind, I'm like, boy,
How come you weren't where I am?
where A&T?
Yeah.
But that was a music group.
Yeah, how come you weren't a part of that? You can't sing?
I don't sing.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
good.
cool.
I tried to MC, like I had like one or
Okay.
two lyrics, but like, I'm sure Rodney will put that out, the woodworks, because he has everything. My guy. But yeah, I wasn't, where A&T wasn't like a gang. It was more like
I
a music
remember.
group. Shout out to
I,
AY,
do as
shout
I
out to
say, I
Gogo.
still listen to that now, bro. That's a banger, fam.
AY, they should have carried on going.
Yeah. But they
But
all
again,
found their path, innit?
that was always Andy. Andy wasn't, he's a tough Igbo boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go at him, he's a knucklehead. He give you a hard time. But he was very creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully. And Killer Camp, as much as it sounds like it was bad, it wasn't like, it wasn't killers. It was just like, you had to be a part of a clique to know that no one can fuck with you, Tucker. If you did, then you know who's coming for you. And obviously, reputation is more important than the person itself. And when the reputation of a clique is something, you're scared. So when they said back in the day, Jeepers Creepers is coming for you, Jeepers Creepers was like a...
That even sounds crazy.
Jeepers Creepers was
yeah.
a big clique. Boy, you was worried. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's like a North Star.
But I never like worried the way others worried. Only because I never got to experience how dangerous they was as individuals. If my school was in Stratford, if my place, where I'm coming, Stratford, Maryland, my school was in Beckton. If you understand Newham, Beckton is one stop away from Barking and Dagenham. So Beckton really is at the end of Newham.
So if them man are gonna come somewhere, yeah.
Canning Town, Stratford, West Ham, those are more like areas that you worry about. Beckton was like, they had their own world. It was their own city. Do you get what I'm saying? So I never got the chance to be scared of the big hitters in Newham, because the big hitters in Newham went to schools like St. Bon's or Rokeby. I only got to hear about it, and for me personally,
like, oh, you're disappointed in yourself. Like,
it was obviously
you didn't get to do Premier League, innit?
It was sad for me, innit? Obviously, naturally, because I went to a school
You're
in
a madman.
Beckton.
I don't think you know how much of a madman you were, you know.
Yeah, I didn't want to go school in Beckton. Who went to Beckton? What is Beckton?
But your mum make you go there.
No, my mum was. I was meant to go to St. Bon's. Both my brothers went to St. Bon's. But she's gonna turn around and say it was because of my Holy Communion. I'm gonna turn around and say I don't think she filled the application form in time.
That's what you think. Okay, cool, yeah.
I don't even think she saw it.
What's a better school though? What choice was better? The Beckton school you reckon was better?
No, St. Bon's is better. St. Bon's is like at the time it was a Catholic school. You got top grades in St. Bon's. Problem is that it was an all boys school. But St. Bon's had St. Angela's right next to it.
Yeah, that's what they always do that. Well, they always do that. They always put some girls' schools around.
Yeah, but like it's like when you went to St. Bon's and St. Angela's, you was like considered to be top tier. So all the Bonds boys, they play for Fulham, Arsenal, Norwich. They're going to be superstars. They're going to be great.
All right, so they invest in their...
And all the girls in Angela's was always going towards the guys in Bonds. I'm in fucking Beckton.
You're a non-entity all the way down there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they're talking about like being scared of people, I was scared of only one guy, really. And that was the main dog in Beckton at the time. I'm going to say his name.
Well, why was you afraid of him, per se?
Because I could see why I need to be scared. You know, I told you the story. If you check my thing, the story of when when the Beckton boys came, and me and Bochi were standing there.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that Beckton had all of this. I didn't know that Beckton was this dangerous. At these times, my school was in Plaistow. Our school was getting built in Beckton. My school's a new school.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was the first year 7.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
There was no year 8,
That's
year 9,
sick.
year 10, year 11s.
That's cool, though.
So when I was year 11, we was the oldest year group. And now I'm in year 9, my school's moving to Beckton. And I've
They moved the whole school down there?
Yeah, because the school that we was at the time was like a hospital.
Just a site. Okay.
It was just a site. It's a new school. Eventually, we was going to move to Beckton.
And then you moved down there.
But before I moved down there, I've already experienced the power of one particular guy. And that was the first time I saw somebody here, Ghanaian guy. Hey, this is not a scary guy. Hey, that's it.
Was he your age group?
No, he was a bit like
Older.
maybe 1 or 2 years older than me. But remember, in let's say Stratford, there's other scary guys. Like much more scary in Rokeby, in Bonds. But remember, I didn't go to Rokeby or Bonds. So what I'm seeing every day is not what you're seeing.
You're just seeing the Beckton.
I'm just seeing Beckton.
That's mental.
So by the time I come to like, let's say I'm in Stratford, I live in Stratford. When you mention names like, I don't want to say their names, but when you mention their names, I'm like, so?
Yeah.
Do you know this guy from you know what I'm saying? Ignorance is bliss. Had it been I know and I've experienced them kind of guys, then I could be a bit more shit. But I'm only saying shit, not because of me, shit because of how you lot are talking. And the reason why you're talking like that is because you went to Rokeby and Bonds.
And you've seen something that I didn't
And you've seen something that I didn't get to see.
It gets like that. Have you clocked that? Because even in your own circle, think about it. There's certain times, obviously, as a individual that's experienced a lot of things and cultures, there's certain times you interact with individuals and you're like, bro, nobody knows this guy, but you know this guy is a problem.
Right,
And there's certain times when me and my boys have shown some of the man them, because obviously this guy won't be from Tottenham.
Yeah.
We'll be like, they're like, oh, they see my man and he's got jewels or he's got money. Yeah, we're going to do so-and-so. This is me. Don't do nothing to my man, you know? Bro. No one's listening.
I'm saying you can do it, but...
You can do it, but trust me, he's not what you think he is.
You took it. The problem is I don't think it was worth having it. The problem that's going to come from you taking it from him, I don't think it's worth it in the long run. But...
Yeah. Go ahead and try and do your thing, but I'm showing you this guy. If you fear my man and my man, don't touch this guy. He will not let you.
Let me go toilet.
Yeah, he will not let you rest.
Listen, he's invested.
Amen.
Get in there. It's another transition. That's what people don't understand. I'm still learning. That's why in the game, no different from let's say the other game, I'm very much humble. Do you know what I mean? Don't look at me as whatever else. I'm still learning. Like the first thing I came in when I looked at it, I'm looking at all this set. I'm like, you doing this on your own? I'm like,
crazy.
I got mad respect for you. No different from when they say creme. When I got to university, I don't have like respect for you based on whatever you might be. I respect the fact that you got like you're selling t-shirts. You made this t-shirt? I'm like, shit. Nobody in the ends make t-shirts.
Crem's gonna love that, but
like, I'm like, and it's got creme de la creme on it. I'm like, now granted, I never bought a t-shirt, but like, but shit, is this how you make money?
About you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and there were so many other guys like Creme.
You said Ferrucci was in
I
your
shot
son, innit?
Ferrucci. I bought a jacket for Ferrucci. I'm like, bro, you man
are doing things.
You man manufacture this shit? Like, it's bruh, you guys are serious.
Well, did you know Ike as well, or was he in your year?
Ike, which one?
He was one of the Edmonton youths.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, I don't have respect for you as far as like.
Well, your credentials on that side is, yeah.
But like, for the fact that you're like, you're in uni and you're basically telling me you have your own brand. I'm like, shit. man, like, you're on a different level.
Now you see your business.
But I can tell you now, I can tell you, all right, cool. I can make money. I do what I do, but I don't do it the way that I don't like. This is like clean, like, and you.
Yeah,
like,
you're a nasty way of making money, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying because I listened to one of your things, innit? And it seemed quite advanced because I watched your episode about when basically someone broke into, well, they stole the whole car, innit, yeah? And they took your luggage and shit. But you were going to Philly to do what exactly? That sounds like some, I'm saying it, that sounds a bit, it sounds a bit too advanced. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like something you shouldn't really have been doing.
You can love me or hate me. I swear it won't make me or break me. I'm going wherever the money takes me.
What look is that?
Or to the funeral, then wake me and don't wake me, cause I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming. I know that there's a better way because I've seen it, Lord, but this gangster money is so convenient.
Who's that?
And I need it.
Who's that, 50?
I need it. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, right. Fam, how frequently do you do that? Is that your thing? Because you've broken out into song twice now, you know that? The Drake thing as well.
There were songs, yeah, that you listened to when you was a kid, that you felt it.
Yeah.
Share my blood, feed my family. My flow would have to plead insanity. So sick, I need Grey's Anatomy.
Wayne again.
Like a bus, no battery. I'm cool like LA Nights. I'm hot like ballet tights. Adrian Wells. I swear the other day I pissed Cristal.
Oh.
These niggas trying to get it like Jintal.
Can't feel my face now.
There was music that you listened to.
And
like
you felt that.
You felt it. That, for me personally, I'm just like, I'm going wherever the money takes me.
Drake had the line, I'm with a girl, ass so big, it's partly embarrassing. Fam, one time I linked some ting, yeah, and bro, like, I know she had a back, but I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah.
I went Oxford Street with her. Fam, it made me look like I was a pervert, walking around with her.
Yeah.
And I was like, Drake, I felt that line, bro.
Yeah. So for me, America was not me going to Philly, all of that. That was nothing. I'm going wherever the money takes me.
That's dangerous, boy.
The game is the game.
Man, I have to make.
You know, so when you looking at people like Krem and Ferraducci, shout outs to Pat too. Patrick, I'm like, only when I got to uni could I see other people from other areas and they were like doing things that I'm like, wow. I never say it, but I'm thinking,
oh, this is a vibe.
bruh. Then to see him today, and then he's taking pictures and doing his brand, I'm like, this motherfucker's been doing this from before. Like, he's in this, Krem.
Yeah, facts, man. One thing about that guy, boy, like, he's got a vision in it and just wants to do it. You know, even all them university parties, you know, they'll bear them on mine, you know that?
Oh, is it?
You know, Uni House.
Nah.
Uni House, Freshers Jam.
Is it? Was
all
that
of
you,
them,
yeah?
all them at one point, I had the biggest Nigerian independence in the UK, bruv, innit?
Is it?
Like 3 years run. I still do events now
So
from time to time,
respectfully,
innit?
yeah, you see the person that like had the event, I was so blocked that I didn't really respect you.
The actual event, why?
Because I didn't come to the event for girls.
What'd you come there for?
To prove I'm on it.
Really? What? Have you ever done a madness at one of these events before? Anyway, this part won't go in.
I didn't have to have a reason. Let my brethren look at you funny or you look at my brethren funny. I said it.
Ah, yeah.
I had no, but the truth is the craftsmanship to host an event, build it, flyers, to get the buses to come and carry all these people. Wow.
You guys will just come there and look it off.
I'm like, shit, but remember, this gangster money is so convenient. I'm not looking, my world is not as big as what you think it is.
Then? You're doing that to further your other business. You know that's how you get Rico, to further
but you know what,
the organisation.
So mad? It didn't further anything. It was one of them things where it's like, on the one side of things, let's say A-Town, Alma Street, you did money. On the other side, in order for you to keep your money.
There's always that relationship, in it.
Now, you could be one side and be on some money.
Yeah, money, but yeah.
But the problem is that, you see, on the other side,
they know you have that money.
And they think you're food.
And there's usually a relationship between the two.
What happened with me is that I'm between
There's a conduit. Yeah, there's individuals there.
As much as I'm doing this money side, ain't no point of having money if every time you have money, someone gonna take it.
100%.
So I gotta make sure that on this side, I'm on what I'm on to keep the money that I've got.
Let me tell you something I love about you. Yeah, one thing I love about you is your authenticity. And let me explain to you why I know what you're saying is authentic. There was, what was it? This must have been around 17 years ago? 17 or 15 years ago. Do you know I've had an encounter with you? You know?
Me?
Yeah. And I know it because of the Stater connection. Now, even the reason I reached out to you, first and foremost, was in terms of, because I'm not here, innit? I saw your content. I'm like, nah, this nigga, yeah, fam, he's talking some shit. You had the episode there where you said, funny enough, you mentioned Stater's name. You said, this is you, Stater hollered at you when I was on a vibe. If you know what, man, to kind of grow this thing, you have to be willing to holler at people, innit? And reach out to do other platforms. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, fam.
Stater showed me that.
That's what you said. And I even sent it to Stater. This is all right, this is your boy, yeah? He's like, yeah. So I sent it to him.
I didn't understand it.
Yeah. And
I thought you had to be popping
and then people
for
just
someone
to
want to invite you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you gotta reach out to people just as much as they reach out to you.
Yeah.
So it might seem like I don't want to come to your thing because I'm not hollering, but it's not that I'm not. I just thought I gotta be invited.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I took it. So it's funny enough. You got that from Stater, and then I took a leaf out of your book, innit?
Oh,
so I hollered at you, innit?
Yeah.
And then you're like, yo, fam, I seen your thing, blah, 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 blah.
100%.
Cool. Now, basically, this is why, in terms of when I'm hearing you speak, I know what you're saying. You know, you can filter out cap for people.
Yeah.
The reason why I know what you're saying is correct in terms of that you're as gassed as you was, isn't it, back in the day?
Yeah.
I was trying to do the timeline. It must have been about, say, 15 or 16 years ago. One of my boys, must have had some sort of, what's it called? He had some sort of not house party. It must have been his girl's birthday or something, innit? It was in some sort of, cricket club or something, innit?
Yeah.
A cricket club or something. All I know is it was in East London territory. Now, me and my friend must have just come there, innit? So just me, my friend, and my little cousin must come. Not my little cousin, he's the same age as me. We go there now. Now, we're outside of a party. And I remember it, innit, yeah? Wizkid, Paco Ramo, and Don't Dull must have come up. Bear in mind, you're not in this party right now, innit? So this is how I built a profile of who this guy must be.
Yeah.
Wizkid, Paco Ramo. You know, they had the Wizkid and then Don't Dull came afterwards.
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom. So we're inside this place. It's hella tight. It's tight inside there, innit? And then there was some tour guy. I don't know who this guy is, isn't it? There's some tall guy and dark skin. But everyone's all compact inside there. So boom, I'm over there. I've got some ting in front of me, innit? I don't know this girl from nowhere, but it's all tight. She might have had nyash. I might be making it up. It was 50 years ago. Cool. The song comes on, boom, 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 boom. My boy, has got this tall black boy in front of him. The sun's coming out. Everyone's tight, yeah? And basically, this tour guy is in front of my friend. Yeah. So because he's moving, basically it's almost as though he's kind of gyrating on him. Yeah. Not intentionally, but it just so happens we're inside a small contained area. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. My friend's like, yo, you're kind of on me. The guy's like, yeah, calm. Sweet. Now don't dough drops. Because what's else playing back remote? Don't dough drops. And it happens again. He's like, yeah. My boy's like, yo. And I said, calm. Sweet. End of. You at this point in time are nowhere in sight. And what happens is, I think, basically the music stops and people scatter. My friend gives me one of these, come outside. This is, what is this? And I'm thinking, what is this, isn't it? Bear in mind, innit, at this point in time, in terms of, we have taken some, in terms of huge L's in life, the point where we've gone to God. Yeah. God is our vibe right now, innit? Yeah. So I'm like thinking, and I know what that means. I know that tap is come outside means something's happening. Cool. So we go outside now, and that tour guy, yeah, bear in mind, he was calm before, innit?
Yeah.
He was calm before, and then I could see him speaking to my guy on the vibe of, yo, basically, when you told me blah, 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 that was a disrespect. And I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, bro, why is my man moving like this? He was calm before. But then I see some nigga, and I know it's you now because I'll tell you how I know it's you now. I see some nigga that was not come there dressed to party. This nigga was wearing it must have been a red tracksuit or green tracksuit or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
With a wife beater underneath or no top, I don't know. What
it's the Adidas tracksuit, red one,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This guy either injured his arm, and was wearing a sling, or had some sort of punching instrument.
Punching
with him.
Yeah.
Boom, like that. So bear in mind, I'm just looking around now, innit? And boom, bear in mind, my friend's just speaking to the tour guy. And you are literally, you're not watching anybody but my friend. So you're just looking at him. And I'm thinking, okay, cool, I see what's happened here. This is the guy that, bear in mind, innit? You probably have your own story, innit?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like, oh, this is the guy that is the reason why they're doing this now, innit? Because he's here, innit?
Yeah.
Cool. So I just see you, boom, wrapping your fist to the point where I don't even think my friend even saw you, just looking at him. Because the way you were looking at him, it should have even been an issue because no one's allowed to look at you like that. Like you were like you could see that this is the setter guy.
Good food.
Cool. So now everyone speaks, they have their conversation. They can see my boy is on a basically on the humility vibe. Listen, yo, I came at the dance. I was just saying, bro, you were just too close to me, innit?
Wonderful
boom,
guy.
Boom, 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 boom.
Good guy.
But you know what happened, yeah? We were by and I didn't know this at the time, but apparently it's my fault, innit? Because I got a friend from East as well, innit? Mm-hmm. Apparently dance, in East, for some reason could mean something negative, innit? So I was on the vibe of, listen, everyone just go inside and dance. And then apparently, because I've said that, you have now punched my friend in the face. And basically, and I had a female cousin. She was there, innit? Lappe. You know Lappe? Yeah. That's my female cousin, innit?
Okay, shout out to Lappe.
So Lappe was just looking after my friend, and I actually went for you.
Is it?
Yeah. So, and I thought, but bear in mind, innit? Bear in mind, like I said, we taken some L's.
Yeah, of course.
A couple of the man them have like died and stuff, isn't it? People have gone missing and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh my God. But it was just, like you said, it's just things that you actually have to do at that point in time. So literally, and I think, at this point in time, I don't even know what I want. So I'm just, literally rolling on the grass at this point in time, innit? And then I'm going like that. And then my cousin's like, Dammy, no! So it's my cousin I'm in front of, isn't it? I thought I was going to get stabbed, because it could easily have just been that time, innit? And Dammy, no. It was my cousin. And then we were like, okay, cool. I don't know what you man went. Maybe you man went to go and get some bigger artillery or something. But we had to make our way out of there quickly. And it's funny now because you say what was it? You're from Stratford. Yeah. I remember it must have been about 2 or 3 weeks later. We went to Stratford now. Bear in mind, I didn't have no issue with you whatsoever, isn't it? And I remember we must have been bowling or something in Stratford or something, innit? And then bear in mind, what was it? And Status brought you to my our friend's birthday or something, isn't it? Because was it Status has got a big cousin, innit? Yeah. That's basically one of our guys, isn't it? Yeah. So Status brought you there, innit? And I don't know. And I think even the guy that was celebrating, it was his ex-girlfriend at the time. Yeah. It was her birthday party, innit? And basically you and the guy that you hit, you two had hashed it out and it was calm, innit? But the fact of the matter is, we had no idea. We didn't know where you were from. We had no idea we were in Stratford, isn't it? And it kind of just rings it round to what some of the messages in your thing, innit? Yeah. About what? There was a message that you had on the vibe of, when you think you're giving somebody the, what's it called? What was it? You think you're giving someone the pass when really and truly they are giving you the pass. So we're all over here thinking that we are deep in fucking that we're deep in fucking Stratford bowling, innit? These times, innit? We're in your phone. We're fucking food in your area. But also what it shows is in terms of the gas that you had during that point in time. You didn't know us from nowhere.
You know what's so mad, yeah? I couldn't even tell you that I knew that I had a problem with you.
That's what I'm saying. No, you didn't have a problem with me, though.
And I wouldn't have remembered the fight.
Yeah, which just shows how crazy it is.
When I tell you, we was fighting so much that guys will walk up to you and be like, you know, me and you have had it, innit? And I'll be like...
That's nasty.
Oh, yeah? So, like, what? Immediately your back is up, like... So
what was it now?
What are you feeling like?
Yeah.
Because in my mind... It was the moment. I couldn't tell you that I took it. And again, this is coming from, you've had so many fights in your life. I can't tell you I can remember every single one of them.
And then it shows the sort of life you were living them times.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're not doing it because I said your name is Dammy, I don't like you. It was the moment. And the moment, for one reason or another, made me back it. And maybe I backed it more than just it wasn't for my friend. It was a personal thing.
It felt more than backing. It felt like, yo, Gabs is here,
yeah,
so we can misbehave.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It was like, you know what? Because you wasn't there to begin with.
Because however way it goes, you go this way, all right, cool. You take it that way, I go to the car. Come out to the car, because I came for this. I came for this.
That's what I'm saying. And you were dressed.
And I dressed for this.
You dressed like you came for that. You didn't wear agbada.
Because that wasn't my intention. I came to let you know man's here. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not the way to go about life, though. Remember, all I'm trying to do is seek validation amongst minority within the minority.
At that point in time, you must have had it. Because in terms, and funny enough, someone said that recently. I forgot who said that. Someone said that. This might not go in it, obviously.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Even in those, those relationships. Because what I found as well, like, there's certain times, like, for instance, if you was to call, yo, well, go on. You got a session now? Yeah, we're wrapping up now, man. Love. Yeah, but quickly, innit, what I learned is 9 times out of 10, when, like, I will pick someone that loves me over somebody that's on it.
Yeah.
Each and every time, innit?
Always.
Anyway, man, love having you, Gabs, man.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you and Adam, yeah? Trust me, that's the future.
I'm scared of Adam.
Don't be afraid of Adam, man.
Adam is mad. My bro. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
I take the Henny.
Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the mud, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures, 3-course meals for dinners, 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different. Cause the bag is different.
This can't come out.